about, I'll continue to go live. So big shout out to everybody in the Discord because I will be sharing some of the things you guys have been posting in there because I don't know if you guys have been outside. Sound not working? I think we're good now, right? Okay. Yeah, I have my mic down. Shout out to everybody here in the building. Gabe, 24 Black. Michael, what's going on with you? How you guys doing this evening? Um, yeah, so what I was about to say. Yeah, so I've been busy just taking care of some other stuff, but we have been putting out content on Bosco Mitchell, and Bobby Thrift mainly because them stores have been on fire. As the title saying, the game is kind of upside down right now. Some of the things that I will show you guys that I came across and my fellow people in the Discord, Energy 810. Link is in the description box to join the Discord. It's free. If you guys want to participate or donate, there's a link for that too. But to join it and participate and just share your energy and communicate, all that's free. Just keeping the energy positive and just talking about all kinds of stuff. Check out the Discord. Like I said, links in the bio of every one of my videos and live streams. You know what I mean? I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna just keep talking. I'm just gonna keep talking. You know what I mean? And kind of not freestyle. But as I get to my topics, I'll dive in. We got a little bit right here. We got some shots right here. First 10 likes, I'll go ahead and take me a shot. I got some left. Still some of that Lobos. We got to finish off this bottle tonight, whether I get the likes or not. But hopefully y'all could do me a favor and hit them likes, of course, on the stream. That's what it's really about. Like I said, there's an array of topics to talk about since we've been here. As you guys throw in the topics or things you guys want to talk about in the chat, I can elaborate from that too. But I'll kind of just start off, from where I'm at. Lighting's a little different tonight because it's cooking out here in the valley, and my room retains temperature, retains heat a little bit. I'm able to keep it cool and dark in here, but it's still just a little warmer than it normally is. So I got my one ring light going on. So I think you guys can see me pretty good, right? I think you guys can see me. Man, where do I start, man? Where do I start? The stores, all the stores are kind of back in effect when it comes to TJ Maxx, even Marshalls, Burlington, Ross. We know that. Going to the retail stores, you're seeing some of the same stuff. Not many things are selling out as frequent. We kind of know that that's some of the things that we've already been knowing. But I guess some of the things that is more surprising, like, okay, the UNC toe, the Jordan 1 UNC toe, dope shoe as well. I was able to scoop up a pair. I'm sure a lot of you guys were able to. That was a good release. Men's sizes kind of disappeared. They weren't sitting around, lingering around like that. It depends on where you went to. I think like a day or two, maybe Tuesday after the release, you might be able to find some men pair, maybe other spots. I don't know. I didn't have too much luck seeing some left. Well, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I think it was Sunday or Monday. I seen leftovers at that Shoe Palace. I'm not sure about it now. Haven't been out today. See any stores really. I went to 2 of them, but those 2 stores usually would have sold out of their smaller stock. You know what I mean? But it's crazy to see what's happening in these stores. Yeah, that's a story right there in itself, man. Michael Frazier, are you somebody who won one of the giveaways? Because I think you commented. I don't know if it was you or somebody else. Also, before I talk about that really quick, we got the giveaways going on, man. The Funko Pops. We selected 2 winners. I need you guys to hit me up. I need to get your Instagram so I can ship out the stuff. Then we got those Florida or the Miami Mitchell and Ness shorts. I hit that person up in the comment section. I'm trying to get the shorts to you. Respond. Hit me up with your Instagram. Did I pick the 2 winners? I'm doing so many giveaways, but in the videos, I'm picking my winners. I definitely think I did pick the winners of that. Did I pick the winners of that? I'm not sure. I think I did. I'm drawing a blank right now. If you watch my content, then you know I did. But we got giveaways going on Bosco Mitchell for me reaching 30K. And I do have a giveaway going on Bobby Thrift, which I've already selected the winner for that. Give away one of those Mitchell and Ness Karl Malone jerseys. You guys can find those Mitchell and Ness jerseys going around like crazy. But really quick too, Black 21 or 24 Black 1, my bad. Hearing about that, I heard about it late. I heard about it after the fact. I didn't hear about it like, right as it happened or within the same hours. I think I heard or seen it the next day. I've kind of been away from the TV a little bit. I mean, I've still been on YouTube and stuff, but not heavy. I've been working and doing things myself, trying to keep these things together. So when I heard about it, I was, taken back like everybody else was. Cardiac arrest while working out. That's crazy, man. There's a lot of conspiracy theories on that happening. I don't really want to dive into that. I just think that's a wild situation. You've had a few people, recently just collapse, and they say, there's speculation on why it's happening. I don't know, man. I don't know what this means for Bronny. They're saying he's responding and he's okay, but that's just a scary thing to have to deal with going forward. I'm sure he felt 100%, unless he felt weird the whole day, but I'm sure he felt great up until that point. And then for that just to happen, it's serious. So to go and play a game and do all that stuff, we've had a few NBA players, Reggie Jackson. I want to say the name Hank Gathers, but I'm not sure if that's who it is. But a few players in the league in the past had just collapsed on the court and died, in other sports as well. That stuff is crazy and scary, bro. Hopefully he can have a speedy recovery. That's the main thing, and that he can be okay to if he wants to go back and play. I mean, all he knows is basketball. All he's been doing his whole life is hooping. I mean, he can do whatever else. He's still young to, adapt and do something different if he wanted to. Hopefully they're able to find the root problem of that and fix it so you don't have to deal with this no more. Because like I said, that's scary to have to live with him and be like, contemplating every time you're out there on the court. Because like I said, I'm sure he was feeling great up until that point, man. That shit ain't no joke. They said he responded and all that stuff too, which is good, but you know, you can't rush that. You got to make sure, man. Does this mean that he redshirts his first year at USC? Well, I mean, the most important thing is him being healthy, first and foremost. That's crazy. Cop to 13, what? Or cop to 13 of the UNC ones? UNC one's definitely one of the best releases of the year so far, in my opinion. I like that shoe a lot. I think it's pretty dope. Color combination every time I see it and whatever size I'm seeing it is just something that stands out to me a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at those. I know a lot of people have been tired of the Jordan ones as of late, but that colorway, they definitely knocked it out the park. Quality on it is good. Yeah, man. Banging A Empire, what's good with you, bro? I got to get your IG. You said you hit me up on Instagram. I have not this is not flexing or nothing, but I have a lot of followers on Instagram and I get a lot of messages. So it's sometimes if I don't see it right away, it kind of gets lost. So like DM me again or in a comment section or even here, give me your Instagram so I can hit you up so I can definitely get your address to send off the Funko Pop to you. Luthi, what's good with you? Welcome to the stream. Raffle from Hibbett. Shout out to Hibbett Sports. Every time I go there, I'm liking what I'm seeing as far as the stuff they have in stock. Little different selection, little different colorways. You can never go wrong with that. Finishing off with Bronny, though, that's just a crazy thing. Everybody's been putting a lot of chips into Bronny James to be, come out, play in the league with his dad. Bryce is looking pretty mean out there too. He could be the person if Bronny decides not to play, but I don't, who knows what's going to happen with this? This is something serious. Extra loud, extra loud motorcycle going by, so I had to mute that really quick. But yeah, so hopefully at some point he's able to get a speedy recovery and be confident enough to go full force with the hooping again if he wants to do that. If he's able to do that, we don't know fully the full details of everything that happened, besides just hearing cardiac arrest, which is the worst thing you want to hear about something when they're just working out and hooping. You know what I mean? So hopefully, like I said, hopefully he's able to get through that and get back. There has been some crazy signings in the league. I know James Harden demanded a trade from Philadelphia. Excuse me. James Harden demanding a trade from Philadelphia and saying if he doesn't get traded that he's not going to report to camp. And word on the street is he wants to come play for the Clippers. That's going to be crazy. He wants to come hometown with his two hometown buddies or three hometown buddies of Paul George, Kawhi, and Russell Westbrook. But I don't think if he gets traded to Philly, to the Clippers, I don't think they can keep all three players. And I think Paul George might be the guy on the move, which will be crazy to see because I would like to see Paul George there, but can't do nothing about that. You know what I mean? Yeah, how long can LeBron hold on? It was supposed to be a year or two more, but now if Bronny's taking a step back, he has to wait 2 or 3 more years. And, who knows? Who knows? Not trying to sound selfish, but for the aspect of what they're putting out there. LeBron's trying to stick around in time to be there when his kid plays. So, and Bronny's the first kid up for that. So we got to see how that's going to actually pan out. Hopefully the boy's able to return and be healthy and be good with that. Um, so many things, bro. This sneaker game is just in a frenzy right now, all across the board, from shoes not selling out to shoes going on sale to shoes. At one point it was a thing when shoes popped up at the outlets. Oh my God, this shoes at the outlet. That's still something now. It's still a little something, you know. Finding some different shoes at the outlet, that's still for sure there. That's never going away. The shock and awe is what I'm talking about. The shock and awe going to the outlets and finding bangers. That feeling will never go away. Even though it's getting more and more, there's more and more things popping up there because of the way everything is happening. So it's not that it's getting old at all. You get more options, more things to see, which is a great thing. But the part that I'm talking about that's getting spooky, we get into the spooky hours now. Oscar was good. Welcome to the stream. A boy was good. Welcome to the stream. How you guys doing this evening? Thank you for popping up. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit the like button. We live on Bossco Mitchell, Bobby Thrift, and Gaming with Bossco. 3 channels. Check them all out, of course. And we did the GTA streaming the other day on Gaming with Bossco. Shout out to the people who just came in to say what's up. I know you guys haven't seen my gaming channel like that. If you guys are here from that channel, but yeah, man, GTA has been a little bit more in rotation for me. And I was watching somebody play Call of Duty today, and it got me really excited, bro. I gotta do the Call of Duty thing, and I know that's gonna be fun. It's no time like now. It's the summertime. More people are playing the game, especially subscribers and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to make that happen. Maybe even this weekend. We got to get the Call of Duty going on Gaming of Bossco. If not Call of Duty, it will be GTA again. But for sure, the Call of Duty has to get cracked open, bro. I'm tired of saying that shit. Tired of saying it. But yeah, how long can LeBron hold on? We don't know. James Harden want to be traded to the Clippers. Houston or the Clippers is like kind of like the front runners. Kyrie just played over at the Drew League and balled out a little bit. Pretty dope thing to see about that. Also, I'm curious to see who else is going to show up at the Drew League. I will get some Drew League content sometime this summer for sure. I haven't been there in like a year. I think I didn't go at all. I didn't go at all last season, and I think the season before that it didn't happen because of everything that was going on in the world. You know what I mean? But yeah, the sneaker stuff is just up in a frenzy right now. If you guys haven't seen, shoes not selling out, shoes going to the outlet, shoes being returned heavy by the boatload. You can go to the outlet, the hunt of that is still there. You never know what you can find now because people are getting, so many returns, old returns, newer returns. When we went to Torrance, we've seen those returns of the Jordan 11 adapts that came out maybe 2 years ago. People just returning stuff that they can't get rid of or whatever. And if it's within that 2-year factory market made or when it was manufactured, Nike takes it back. If you have a receipt or anything like that, they'll take back the product for the most part. You know what I mean? So all kinds of stuff is popping up at the outlet, bro. But one thing that I thought that was crazy, if you watch Bobby Thrift, I had a video and we've been talking about this in the Discord about, Jordans popping up at the Marshalls, Jordans of all kinds, Jordan mids, Jordan 1 elevates, Jordan 2 trays, and Jordan retros. People have been finding Jordan 3 reimagines, Jordan 1 True Blues. That's the only Jordan 1 high I've seen so far is the Jordan 1 True Blue. But I've started to see some other ones. Today I seen the Jordan 1 high, what was that called? The reverse Laney. I did see that one. That was a baby size. It was a smaller size, but I did see it, which means more is going to start coming. More is going to start dropping. Once you start seeing the baby shoes, the men's shoes are to come. And normally, I don't want to get in the habit of doing this because it can get crazy with me just pulling out stuff. Uh, but letting you guys know, man, this shit is upside down because you can go into Shoe Palace right now or Foot Locker and go into the women's section and see some of these shoes that you'll see them at Burlington. If you follow me on Discord and you already know what this is, I think I posted on my Instagram as well. Came across, I put them in this plastic right now. But these Jordan 2 UNC to Chicago women's Jordan 2 retro, brand new dead stock. You see the price tag right there, $54. Probably about as low as you'll see them. You won't find them at the outlet or the clearance store for that cheap. And you can go, if you didn't know this, you can go to Foot Lockers and all these stores, and if you want to, and grab this pair still full retail. It's a lot of people don't know these things. We are people here watching this that know about it. We're in the minority of knowing that. A lot of people don't know that. They still will go to Foot Lockers and stuff and pay these full retail price. Or even if it's on sale at those places, it's still not $54. $54? $54.99, bro. That's a steal up on all steals if I haven't seen it. Like I said, I don't think the clearance center has retros for $50. Maybe at some point that's happened. Maybe. I don't know what their deals are like right now. I haven't been there in a few weeks, maybe a couple weeks. But I don't recall getting a retro. I don't know. Me personally, I haven't gotten a retro for $50. I've been a lot of times. I don't remember. But yeah, at least not recently. So to find a Jordan 2 low, that's a size 9, so that's legitimate size. I mean, I've seen some LeBron 20s recently, but they're like size 4, 4.5, or size 5. I mean, that's still the shoe itself, but it's just a size that's not really workable too much. But this size 9 is something that's doable. You know what I mean? It's definitely something that people will grab, and it's something that people are looking for, especially during the summertime. Great quality. I wish I was able to find the box, and all they do is throw the boxes out. All they do is throw the boxes out. Tissue paper, the box out. The only thing they keep with the shoe is the extra laces if they come with extra laces sometime. You know what I mean? So that's just one of the things I thought that was kind of wild to see. I just seen that like a day or two ago. Yesterday. I think I found those just yesterday. People on my Discord have been showing and posting Jordan retros before I found them, as we shared before, but now I'm actually able to find them and see them, which is cool. That's a women's size. This next one here, it's not really a super banger as far as the shoe itself is sitting on shelves, but I found the Jordan 7 Vachetta Chan or Afro Beats here. This is a grade school size 6.5 Y. So it is grade school. $45 is all I paid for it. But I mean, honestly, I think that's a steal to get this retro for $45. Comps are pretty good on a few different platforms, So I just think that's something that's just a small fraction of some of the things that's going on at these stores right now, which is why I'm like, speaking about it while I make the videos. A lot of you guys who watch those videos know about it. You guys are experiencing it yourself. But it's having the game upside down right now, bro. I have somebody posting the Discord that they found the up-tempo slides at Marshall's, and it's something that just came out that's at a lot of retail stores. And like I said before, it's strange because you would have it to where the shoes didn't go to those Marshalls and Rosses for months to years after they released. Now it's almost the same time. It's about to be a time where they're gonna put a release at Marshalls or something like that, or at a Ross, like where the shoe released on Saturday, and by that Monday it's at the damn Ross or something. If that's even logistically possible, it's just, you guys get my point. Like the turnaround is just so quick right now. The Jordan 2 lows came out not too long ago, and for them to be floating around at different locations is just crazy. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at it at all. It's a great thing. It's just something that is a little bit more. It's a little different. You know, I said it before. I'll say it again, and it might even mean more now. If you're in the market or looking for shoes for yourself, or going to buy shoes for somebody in the family, or whatever the case is, I mean, I suggest you go to these discount stores first, even more so now than before, because you can find some of the same things on the shelf inside Foot Locker or Shoe Palace or JD Sports, and it'd be at Ross. The only thing is you don't get the full box if you care about that or not. Some people do. Some people collect the stuff like that. Some people don't. You know what I mean? To me personally, I think that's a wild thing right there. I think that is crazy. The fact that that can happen. You know, the now on StockX it sucks because you can't sell a shoe without the box. You know what I mean? But the last sale was for 130 for the shoe. You know what I mean? That's a pretty good amount flipped. These came out March 8th, 2023. April, May, June, July. 4 months later, maybe 3 months later, because I think they might have been circulating sometime last month for people. I'm just now finally getting my hands on them. 2, 3 months later, they're floating around at the discount stores. Like, I would love to find out where that trail changed. What changed? Like, where in the line did it change? What rule was set? Who did what? Who said what to say? Okay, releases can go now to the stores right after the release. 3 months, a few months later, it's crazy. I think that's crazy. Let me know if you guys agree with that. Are you guys surprised by what you're seeing at the stores, or have your stores not been getting anything lately? Hopefully that should change. Like, I keep trying to say that, just being positive for people, because I'm seeing so much stuff overflow onto our stores. I'm like, how is it not? And it's not even just us. I see people in other states getting some heat out there too. And I'm just like, how is this happening for everybody and not other places that are in some pretty considerable places? You know what I mean? If you guys haven't watched Bobby Thrift, came across the Larry Johnson jersey, Mitchell and Ness, came across 3 of the Karl Malone Mitchell and Ness jerseys, which I did a giveaway for on Bobby Thrift. You know, I've been, being selective still on the things that I'm grabbing. So I'm showing a lot of stuff in the videos and giving you guys information on the items, but I'm not grabbing everything myself, just being picky about it. How long will it take to sell, the sell through rate, all that stuff. You gotta kind of put that into perspective, man. So I just been finding a lot of cleats, or not cleats, well, some cleats, but more so Crocs. You know, Crocs right now are still popping up in the season. Stack up in lives when you can. It's definitely time to buy inventory. They will start producing less eventually. Yeah, you're right. I seen somebody leave a comment in one of my videos today speaking on. I didn't have this game plan, but it's a smart game plan, I guess, for him. If you have the space, the capital, the storage, whatever the case is. Speaking on grabbing the Grant Hills. He mentioned that he grabbed some Grant Hills. He got like 20 to 25 of them because they're a great hold for a year later when they're all sold out. He said the fact that they're all sold out on Fila, and they'll all be sold out now from the stores next year. The price will go at retail or a little over retail, which is a smart strategy. Nothing's wrong with that take at all. I think that's very true. For me personally, I'm not really in the game was trying to hold too much for too long anymore. I mean, keeping it positive, things have been starting to float and move around a little bit more on these other platforms for me. So that's a great thing. Check out bosscosgoodies.com. Also, a lot of the stuff that I've been picking up recently, and just in general, go there first for a cheaper rate. So check out my website. It's always linked in the description box below. But yeah, I put the Jordan 2 Low UNCs up there. I put these Jordan 7s up there. I came across some other stuff. I got some Prestos. I came across these. I was debating on keeping them, but I'm actually not. It's a brand new pair, dead stock, size 13. I put those up on the website as well too. But yeah, he was talking about the Grant Hills, because the Grant Hills have been flooding the Rosses and Burlington, mainly Burlington. I've seen them a couple times at Ross here and there, that first red and white colorway that we scooped up a little while ago. But ever since then, I've only been seeing them mainly at Burlington, and that's been looking crazy, man. The colorways, just the different styles. Check out Bobby Thrift. The next few videos coming out, you guys will see what I'm talking about. But the comment that was made was because the homie Pick C in the Discord came across these Grant Hills like last week or two, and they had a really good value to them. So finally, I was able to scoop them up. I felt like you seen them on my video if you watch Bobby Thrift, but these right here um, are pretty dope. This is the Grant Hill New York Knicks theme, or New York Knicks obviously is colorway, blue suede upper. Also, is crazy on these. I like these a lot. If I had found a 13, I might have considered it. You know what I mean? This colorway is not bad at all. But yeah, he was mentioning these will be good holds if you have time and you have space to hold. Because some of these will go up. You know, it's just a little tricky there because it's an OG sneaker. You know what I mean? OGs like this shoe. Not too many other newer sneakerheads or younger sneakerheads are really into the older shoes. So yes and no. I think they will probably do what he's talking about, but what's the market or how many people will be out there looking for the Grant Hills a year later? You know, a lot of people are going for them now because they're a hot commodity and they're just popping up everywhere. But will they keep that trend next year? When you look these up on eBay, it has a trend up on them, and the resale for them are good. So if you're able to find this New York Nick colorway, I suggest you scoop it up. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that. Where's it at? Hold up. So like when I was out today, when I was out yesterday, I seen this one colorway at a Grant Hill that I left alone. And when I went home, when I was doing the editing, I saw it. So I tried to do some research on it, and I could not find it anywhere. So I want to know if you guys maybe have seen it before or not. But when I looked it up, I couldn't find it anywhere. I feel like it might be one of those colorways or one of those Grant Hills that does have some value to them. If any of them does have it, it's a triple black colorway, right? It's all black. But like it has like this stitch in stuff. All this is like like lasered on. Triple black. I think this shit is fire, to be honest with you. This right here is crazy, man. The detail on it is crazy. When I looked them up, like I said, I couldn't find them anywhere. Burlington had them for $29. These will go up on my website too. But yeah, very crazy. Grant Hills have been on fire. The Grant Hills have been on fire lately, man. Both of these colorways are definitely on point. I'm like, what? I mean, where were these colorways when he hooped? But I mean, the ones we got from him already was dope. But yeah, these two are pretty dope. Haven't seen them too many places. And I'm like, did Burlington get a special deal? Did Burlington get a special deal with Fila and just said we're gonna just give y'all all of our inventory because they got all the Grant Hills, all the Mashburns, all the Jerry Stackhouses, whatever other Filas that was kind of cool. You know what I mean? It's like Fila Central at Burlington right now. Cool, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so that stuff is crazy. Boy, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, bro. We definitely trying to find what we could find. I want to get your guys' feedback on this too because I found another item that I thought was dope. I grabbed it to put it up on my site, and I probably throw one of these in one of the giveaways I'm doing. Check out my channels, man. I'm doing giveaways. You got to watch the videos. I might ask a question about something in the video or whatever the case is. Might ask you to comment something. If you guys want to be entered into the raffles, you know, or the giveaways, just subscribe to the channel, watch the videos, hit the like buttons, of course. But these right here, I thought were pretty dope. Yeah, man. These right here are actually pretty dope. See, I deal with the hats, of course. We got a lot of hats on the website. People have been scooping those up from Macari and from my website. So shout out to the people scooping up my hats. But these are not new era hats, and I really don't like to deal with too many brands unless they're new era or the 5th or the 47 or whatever the case is. I've been seeing this brand around Burlington. I feel like it's a Burlington brand. When I saw this hat, I was like, oh shit, this is kind of dope. And maybe some other people might think it's dope too, or you might not think it's dope. You might not. You can let me know now, you know. No hard feelings. But like I said, man, I was never cool with a hat unless it was new era. But this hat makes me think different about the Ultra Game brand because some of the Ultra Game, some of their branding stuff is not bad, but it's not new era, so it just looks like a knockoff. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Let me see if I get this right. It looks kind of funny, but this is like a corduroy a purple corduroy Laker hat. It got the snapback with the Laker thing right there. I think this thing is fire. It's like a black bill with the yellow stitching. And then you got that little brand logo right there. I was like, man, that kind of throws it off for me. I'm just used to seeing New Era right there, but maybe that's why. I don't know. I thought this was kind of dope. I could be wrong. Y'all let me know if y'all think this is trash or if it's fire. But I will have them up on the website, and I'm thinking about keeping one because I like to rock the different hats. And this is different, man. I never seen a purple corduroy. Like I got the tan corduroy hat, and that's cool. I was feeling it when I got it. Now that I have it, I'm like, okay, that's not bad. It's cool. When I first saw it, it was 10 out of 10. Now that I see it, it's like, oh, that's like an 8.5, 9. Still a cool hat. But this right here, the corduroy popped off to me. The fact that it was a purple corduroy with the yellow stitching, I thought that was just something different. You don't really see this too much. So these will be up on my website as of tomorrow. I'll have 2 up there. So check it out, bosscohoodies.com. I picked up 3 of them. And yeah, man, they only had 3, so that's why I scooped them up. Pretty dope situation. But like I'm saying, man, you guys should definitely check out these other stores besides the main ones because you can find some good steals there too. It's and here's the thing, on Bobby Thrift, I've been doing this thing sometime where I've been hitting these stores up at nighttime. You can find deals all types of day. A lot of times people ask me in the comment section or on Instagram, follow me on Instagram if you're not doing so. They ask me about the best times to go to the stores. I go all these times and I don't find nothing. It's kind of a mix, bro. I mean, it's really good to go right when they open. Sometime a couple hours after they open, then you might want to go like around 3 to 4. Then you might want to go around 7 to 8. You know what I mean? Maybe even right before they close sometime. If you see one of my Burlington videos, when they had all them Adidas shoes, all them Hardens, Trae Young 2s, Grant Hills, but in colorways that had like some value to them, and some pretty good sizing. That was right before they closed. You could hear the people in the video talking about we're closing in 10 minutes, we're closing in 5 minutes. Because a lot of times that night shift, they'll stock the shelves right before the store closed to have it fresh in the morning. That's why going early in the morning is good, or maybe right before they close too sometimes is good. The only tricky part with that is sometimes the lines get crazy. And if you find something really dope, but it's only one item, do you really want to wait in line for, you know what I mean? Just depends, you know what I mean? Because, for example, that's what happened to me. It wasn't late night. It wasn't at the end of the day. It was just the day that they had malfunctioning. In one of my videos, I mentioned it. I found a Mike Bibby jersey, Mitchell & Ness jersey, but for some reason they weren't accepting cash. They were only accepting card, and I was paying with a card. So I put it on hold to try to come back and get the jersey later, and they sold it to somebody else. I'm like, but it was mine with my name on it. Like, how'd that happen? Shout out to everybody in the stream. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. Showing you guys just different things that's at these stores, man. There's clothes that's out there. Let's go ahead and jump into the Discord so I can show you guys some of the things that the people in the chat or in the Discord have been finding themselves, because I just now found those Jordan retros. People in my Discord have been finding stuff for a long time. I still have yet to personally find the Jordan 1 High True Blue myself, nor have I been able to find the Jordan 3 Reimagined just yet. But that's crazy that those 2 shoes are at the Rosses already, bro. That's just mind blowing, to be honest with you. Like I said, it's like they're trying to take the shock value away. Like seeing it at the outlets is a great thing, and it's still dope to see. There's still shock value, but like if you're seeing that at Ross too, or even some better things at Ross, it's like, damn, like that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like I said, I still get excited from what I find at the outlets. Don't get me wrong at all. But when you see when I saw the which one was it? When I saw the Jordan 2 Low, I was like, whoa, wait, what? Not this one. It could have been the Jordan 12 Royal that sat around. It's like when you see one, the rest are coming, bro. We talked about this on the channel a while ago during a live stream about that report they put out about more popular shoes hitting these stores. And in the pictures, it was Dunks and Jordans. We haven't seen any dunks yet. Oh yeah, no, dunks have been popping up too. The LSU or Laker colorway. A lot of people have been finding those. Only a matter of time before the Panda pops up there. Who knows if we start seeing some of them hype dunks, like them hype dunks, the SBs or shit like that. Like, it's crazy because of the pricing too. Like, sometimes we're going to talk about pricing for some of the items here too. You know, retail arbitrage and collecting kind of go hand in hand in a sense, because if you need to know the prices for stuff you're trying to collect them yourself too. But it's just amazing some of the things that's coming up and popping up there, and it doesn't seem like it's stopping anytime soon. You know, so I guess to be prepared for it, let me go ahead and pull this up. So like I said, people have been finding a lot more stuff than I have. I just come to share and show you guys what they're finding so you guys can see what's out there in case you're looking for some stuff. I would love to find some of these, the Iverson Georgetown jerseys. You know, there was a time that they had been at some of these Sheiks or some of these Pro Image Sports for 50, 60 bucks, 70 bucks, and that's a super steal. 70% off, get them for 50, 40, 30 bucks. No, I don't know about 30, maybe 30. But to see them at Ross and Burlington for $29.39 is crazy. They are starting to get hip, though. I have been noticing they are starting to get hip to certain shoes. I don't know when they're going to start trickling down to all the shoes or what's going to happen with that, if Nike's going to ever step in, because there has to be a conflict of interest as far as pricing. If I'm selling it at Nike at $210, but I give it to you cheaper and then you sell it for 54 bucks, who's to say more people just don't stop going from me and go to you? Like what I'm telling you, go to the Rosses and stuff before you go to Nike and Foot Locker. Like, when does that click? Is that going to click with anybody? I mean, maybe it's starting to click because I'll talk about it when we see it, but I'll mention it now. Like, I've seen these James Harden Volume 5 basketball shoes, the McDonald's All-American, for 25 bucks. I've seen a few of them in one of my recent videos. But now, and somebody also posted in the Discord, he found them for 25 bucks just a day or two ago. But I see them today for 39 bucks. So the pricing's changing. I don't know if that was just a one-off malfunction because we've been seeing at the outlets. That's how I found the LeBron 20. I had one that was priced at 50. Everything else was priced at 200 still. Maybe that got mixed up in the pricing, but I don't know, bro. It's getting scary hours out there in a great way, though, in a great way for consumption or buying stuff, gifting, buying stuff, or for reselling, buying everything at the low. If you have time and capital to hold out or just flip it, whatever it is, like they're selling, it's a lot going on. Watch the videos. You guys can see the things they're selling for the low. Crocs are cheap right now. You can go to different places. That's why we have the Discord too. People are really great in there. They're sharing their information as we all share with each other to help each other out. The homie Pixie, Insta 365. There's a few guys in here who be killing it and sharing what they're seeing, which is dope. I appreciate that, and I try to do the same. Sometimes my heat is right up there with theirs. Sometimes it's not so much, but it is what it is. We all find stuff, and like I said, it's like an almanac, or is that the right word I'm looking for? An almanac or guide, just to kind of give you an idea of what's out there, what's it selling for. We've been seeing the Dame Certifieds pop up more. That's a green colorway. I've definitely seen like a red colorway. Now, I remember Cool Kicks, you did get this jersey too. This is one of those dope Mitchell & Ness jerseys that's popping up that was coveted. A lot of people wanted this one when they were out before. Now they're popping up at these stores, bro. Makes me want to end the live stream and go there now. They close at 11 o'clock. Some of them close at 10, some of them close at 11:30. We've done a couple after darks. I got some more of that coming too. I've been seeing a pretty good response for that. It's also to show you guys just what's there at night also, you know what I'm saying? But O'Neal jersey, some Ultra Boost for 25 bucks. This is something that's been kind of fluctuating a little bit too. I found some Ultra Boost for 25 bucks. I've seen some Ultra Boost. No, actually, no, it's NMD. They have the Ultra Boost for 25, but the NMDs are 65. So I wonder what's going to happen there. Like, how does the NMD get priced more than Ultra Boost? I'm not complaining, but I'm just like, what's up with that? Is that something to be concerned about down the road? Are they going to make Ultra Boost now $60-something dollars, or will NMDs go down to 25? I don't know what's going to happen. But these Ultra Boost 20s have been popping up. Now, like I said, and I show in the videos, a lot of these things, are starting to get flooded because more and more people are starting to find them. So you just got to make sure when you're looking up your research with, how recently they're selling and, how much they're selling and how often they're selling. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the stream. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. And it's like I said, it's dope that it's like a lot of different people finding this stuff. Pixie, Splash, you got Insta, you got Retrospective Gear out there, which is out here in California. There's people all over the place, finding stuff. And a lot of these guys are actually in California too. It just trickles down in the space. A lot of football jerseys have been popping up too. You know, I know some guys. I don't know everybody. Murray. I wouldn't know if he's good or not enough. To get or not. Rivers. Is that Phillip Rivers? Is not because it's a Colts jersey, so that's not Phillip Rivers, right? I don't know if those are good jerseys to get. You guys will have better knowledge about that, beside than I would. Zoom Freak or the Immortalities of there. You got Kyrie still floating there. Kyrie's now, if you're starting to see them, most of them will start to have well, I don't know if this one does. That one is still $59, but some of them are starting to have the reduced tags that are like $41. I'm wondering when they're gonna start dragging their feet on that and just clearance out all the Kyries that they have because they've been having them for a little while. Okay, now this NMD is a little bit more has a little bit more character than the all white one. I've seen an all white Ultra Boost or an all white NMD that was $64, but this NMD is $24. Maybe that NMD I saw was priced wrong. I don't know, but this right here is good for me because I just didn't know. I thought all the NMDs I find will be $64, so that's good to see that they're both at 25. I've been noticing a lot of Adidas period have been priced at $25, and I'm like, is that just based on the deal that they made initially when they sold them in bulk, to where it broke down? If we sell these for 25, we make this much money. Because I've seen the Don issue threes for $25. Of course, Ultra Boost for $25. I've seen a few other Adidas models that were $25, and I'm like, it's $25 the going rate for Adidas around here? That's why when I saw the NMD for $60, it kind of threw me off. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here in the stream. I appreciate that. Let's see. Jordan 1 True Blues. And of course, Kyrie's again. Yeah, Kyrie's again. Not a lot of stuff, man. A lot of good stuff. Too much good stuff. Griffey Cincinnati Reds jersey. This stuff can go on and on. On and on. These cleats right here, Under Armour cleats, if you guys are able to find them, something to be on the lookout for sure. They're $29, but they do have a sell-through rate and resell at least 130, 120. Definitely something to consider. Mitchell Ness jerseys are bronze. So like I said, if you guys would like to see what's going on in the stores, join my Discord. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Interact. I saw this right here, and I wasn't sure what was up with this post right here. Apparently, somebody found some Kobe's at Ross recently. Like, I don't think this is like an old picture. Yeah, stuff like this is crazy, bro. At one point you can think the pictures could be fake, but on the other hand, you got to understand that a lot of this stuff has been showing up. A lot of the crazy shit has been popping up at these stores, bro. A lot of crazy stuff has been popping up. And yes, you have to go often. You have to go to more places than one. These are the Ultra Boosts, or these are the James Hardens I was talking about that had $25 on them, but then they had a different price. Here they're priced at $25, with the picture I saw recently, it wasn't priced at $25. Just too much stuff in here, bro. I'm trying to see what my main thing was. But the football jerseys, all kinds of stuff, bro. Get even more in detail too. Want to float with different topics and don't want to stay too much because it can go endless. Like I'm telling you, I haven't been here for a minute and we've just been posting crazy of the things that we've been finding in the store. What are these pants? A pants that, wow. Retail for $268, bought them for $49. That's pretty mean. I've definitely seen these pennies around. They're a little bit too priced high for me, so that's why I'm leaving them alone. The same thing with these Prestos, pretty dope too. Just wasn't a big margin for me. But the Volt Green colorway is something that is catchy. Oh wow, this is new. Jordan with the roses at the outlets is also at the Nike right now. Down issue threes, a lot of Nike accessories. Those are the cleats. And this is okay. This is the same cleat that I just talked about that I was just showing you a second ago. I found a couple pair of them, but on Goat. Thing is with Goat, they don't tell you how recently they sold, but this is just what people are asking for them. I don't know what's gonna sell, what's the last one sold, because there's no other history there. But that right there alone, $29 for potentially 200, even if it's not 228, 190. Shit, any like I don't get it, bro. I get it, but I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. A lot of things out there. This is my day with the UNCs, Prestos, grade school Jordan 2s for the low, $79. The javelin shoes. Be on the lookout for those too. They're like $19, and they sell for over 100. Somebody found the classic Jason Kidd Mavs jersey at Ross. This colorway is dope. The jersey's dope. I hope to find this one. I hope to find a personal size for that one for sure. I hope so. Bro. The whiskey one's cool too. Don't get me wrong, but that Jason Kidd one was definitely on point. Yeah, Pick C be out there, bro. Pick C be out there. I'm looking forward to finding some pandas though. We're gonna have fun with that. When we find the pandas out there, we're gonna have fun with that because I'm sure it's only a matter of time before that happens. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before the pandas is out there. Stephs, what's good with you, bro? How you doing? Oh, what's upside down in the sneaker world? You just joined it, man. What's good with you, man? How you been, bro? Upside down is just the way everything is being released and where everything is at. I'm about to. Where I put it at? Where I put it? Yeah, like I was talking about finding these for $54. Not at Nike, not at the outlet, but at Ross. So you see the tag right there. Other people have been finding the Reimagines, which is a recent release. All kinds of recent releases popping up at Ross and Burlington, and not so much at Foot Locker and things like that. It's crazy. It's very flip flop right now. You can go sneaker shopping. I've always said this though. You can go sneaker shopping at these stores as opposed to going to the mall and really find some stuff. I mean, if you're size 13 like myself, might be a little bit more difficult, but if you're not 13, you definitely can come across some stuff in your size that you just didn't think. You thought a lot of people thought the Jordan 3 Reimagine was sold out, but nope. It's at Ross now, at certain Rosses. Recon, what's going on with you, bro? Recon. He's definitely been holding it down in the Discord, posting a lot of great finds. Some of the things I just showed you guys is from him. Retrospective Gear, what's good with you? Damian Lillard for 25. I was just saying that, like, I think a lot of the Adidas, it seems like they might have had a collective price point because a lot of the Adidas that I've been finding have been $25. It's kind of like the magic price for them. Sometime 29, sometime 35, but for the most part, I'm always seeing $25. Luckily, somebody posted in the Discord. I seen an NMDs for $25, even though I personally saw an all-white NMD for 65, which made no sense. I'm like, how? That don't make no sense at all. So that's what I mean by the sneaker game being upside down. You're getting shoes early. Shoes are coming out early. You have shoes that just released a month or two ago popping up at these discounted stores where at one point that wasn't happening for at least 2 years, maybe later, 2 to 3 years, the release, then it pops up maybe at a Ross or Burlington. Now this stuff is happening months after the stuff releases, which I've never seen before. It's the first time I've seen it like that. That's why I'm kind of in so shocked about it. This Jordan 2 low UNC to Chicago releasing in March would have definitely not came out to a Burlington if it didn't sell out. Like if it didn't go through sell out as in through the regular store of Foot Locker or Nike, and then going through Nike's outlets, and then maybe the little bits will trickle to the Rosses and stuff. But now it seems like they're getting full shipments and stuff. It seems like it. I mean, when I go to these other stores on my main channel, Bossco Mitchell, shout out to everybody watching those videos. When I go to like JD Sports or Finish Line and they have a reduced section or a shoe that's on sale with a sales tag, and the sales tag has sizes 8 through 13 available, like a full size run. So those shoes will eventually go to the outlets, then eventually go to the discount stores. But maybe it's like not straight to the outlets no more. It's like a toss up. Do we go some to the outlets and some to the discount stores just to get rid of this product? But it's just crazy because like you'll have a lot of the things where you go to Foot Locker right now, go to Foot Locker Glendale and go to the women's section and you'll see the Jordan 2 low UNC to Chicago. You can go another store in that mall and see the same shoe there for the full retail price, not even on sale. But then if you go maybe across the street to that Ross that's across the street by the Americana, you might be able to find it for $50, $55. You might, not guarantee, but it's a good chance. I think that's crazy. Bishop Battle, what's good with you? Welcome to the stream. Gold, turquoise, white horns. Grizz on Grind, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Soul to Smoke 23, what's going on with you? How you doing this? How you doing this evening? Oh, you mean flip and go UNC? Okay, I see what you mean. You can do that. We're 1-1. I think I've seen some images. I've never seen them yet, but I think there were some images of people finding reimagines at Ross like a few weeks ago, maybe like a month or two ago. Don't quote me. I forget. I do think I remember seeing that though. But the fact that we're seeing like the top titles, the top silhouettes there though, maybe not the super collabs yet. We ain't seen no collabs really popping up there. No SB4s. I don't think. But Reimagine threes was something that was a solid release that a lot of people had their eyes on and had a lot of attention. So to see those fall through the cracks is crazy, bro. I just think that's wild. Yeah. I'm curious to see what's in store for 2024 retrospective gear. I really am, as far as like for all of the stores and for resellers alike. Everybody got to drop their prices. The stores included. The flooding of these items, though, that's the one thing. It's good that it trickles to these other stores, but like myself and other people watching and just people in general, when they go there and find this out, it still, remember, since 2020, there has been a lot more resellers that jumped into the game. They got deep into the game because things were good for a while. Then they got in over their head, and then shit dried up and they were kind of stuck. Now they see this going around because, like I said before, these type of things have been talked about in certain people's discords about finding these deals at the Rosses and Burlingtons. So as you see people still trying to stay afloat, they're going to these Rosses and Burlingtons now, and they're buying these same products, and they're oversaturating the market. That's why there are some things that are flooded. That's why when I go through these and I kind of try to see up the sales history on eBay, I talk about how recently they sold and how much are listed, because a lot of good things are good things for a moment, and then people get onto it and it dries it up. So it's just important of trying to get your stuff off early, unless you have a process like somebody in the Discord said. I'm not sure if it was Recon who said it or if it was Pixie. Somebody mentioned grabbing the Grant Hills for $20 and holding them for a year because they'll be sold out by that time, and they'll retail or they'll sell for at least 120, 125, which makes sense. But if you have that capital and that storage to do that, that's a great move to make, because I honestly feel like this is one of those that could fit the bill. Like it would go in the stores now and then kind of fizzle out, and then maybe next summer people might kind of look for them a little bit, and want to grab them because they missed out last summer, and then now they go for them because they're not in Burlington no more. You got to pay for them, so you can, that's how the game goes. Maybe this one will go up in value. I like this colorway. I think this one is really, really dope, bro. Really dope. It kind of reminds me of those Patrick Ewings too, for some reason. I know it's a Nick colorway, so maybe because it's the Knicks and the Nick colorway makes me think of the Patrick Ewings, because Patrick Ewings have like Ewings with that same color scheme, or either like the really good suede on here. Like the suede is really plush. Like it's really plush. These are fire, bro. I've only seen them at Burlington from people posting them in the Discord, and then I found them myself. I want to find some more just because, but I don't want to get too many of them, man. Don't want to get too many of them. The Marshalls clearance sale has been fire. I bought so many shock. Oh, you were talking about that today. Socks and hats. Adidas 6 pairs of socks for $5 and $6. Puma 6 pairs for $5. Adidas snapbacks for $6. That's crazy. And I meant this is the thing too, because you mentioned that in the Discord today, and that's what kind of like I already had plans to kind of go out because I had to go and get a little more content for the video that I'm putting out tomorrow. So I had my route going one way, but when you said Marshalls, I said for sure I'm gonna stop by this Marshalls because I figured I would see that there, and I didn't make it because I was too long at Burlington and Ross and then Hibbett Sports and then Shoe Palace, so it kind of took up my time. But yeah, I definitely will be hitting up the Rosses because the Marshalls, because they be having that stuff there too. Everybody's putting their stuff out for the low right now. And yeah, with 2024, what will that look like as far as the sales? Because money will be tight for everybody. So, or not saying that. I'm not saying money will be tight for everybody. You might be somebody out there on the grind where that's not going to be affecting you like that. I'm not saying that at all. That's not what I mean at all. But for the average consumer, it might dry up a little bit. They might not be buying as much. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen in 2024? But it does seem like the prices will go lower as far as that's concerned. Ross's and all those guys might drop their prices even lower. But who knows? Yeah, I think so though, man. I think it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm still, trying to get rid of a lot of things. Still, as always, forever doing that. More things have been getting. I've been, so I'm not mad at it. A lot of things I've been having for a minute. I'm starting to trickle them out of here. I'm happy about that. That's what helps us play ball a little bit more now. Because like I said, I'm still staying picky. You gotta stay picky with stuff, but sometimes, there's just certain things you can't pass on. Obviously. I can't even say like, I thought for a while my Mitchell and Ness grind had dried up because I hadn't seen nothing for a while. But then I found a Larry Johnson jersey. Then I found those 3 Utah jerseys, the Karl Malone ones. So those could still be around. If I find some more, I will probably do a giveaway on Bobby Thrift again for that. If you're watching on Bossco Mitchell, we got giveaways going on now on those videos. Within the next video or two, I will select winners from my Gilbert Arenas, the Gil Zero Resto mod. So if you guys are interested in those shoes, go ahead to that video and leave your size in the comment section. Hit the like button on that video too. But but within the next week, like the next few days, next video or two that I make, I will be pulling out the winners for that too, because these gotta go, bro. These gotta go. Got to get them out to the people supporting the channel who enters those giveaways. And then once we do that, I can get some more Gil Zeros that are coming out. And we can do that too, and whatever else is going on. But I got a lot more items, so just stay tuned for that. And big shout out to everybody who has been participating in the giveaways. And shout out to Cool Kicks for donating some items for the giveaways too. He got some things that he's donating to the giveaway for you guys that are actually pretty fire as well. Everything that's been coming out the blocks has been on point. Funko Pops, Mitchell and Ness shorts, and Mitchell and Ness product. And what was it in there? Some new Mitchell and Ness hats, shirts, new era hats. Check out my videos, man. We got some stuff in there, bro. Nothing, no lame stuff. I hope to see him at 25 too. We need them all at 25. Oh yeah, no, hey, okay, I didn't see that. Yeah, automatic cop for the Kyrie is 25. When I seen him at $25 at the clearance center, I didn't hesitate to scoop up a couple pair. 25 they would go all day. All day the Kyries would be out of there. Whatever Kyries they had left, people would scoop them up. Whatever sizes they were, even the 16s and 17s, I think would go because there's people who could fit those sizes. It might take you a little while to sell them, but there are people out there who fit them sizes. Obviously, you know what I mean. But yeah, 25 makes sense as we are at 11 likes on Bossco Mitchell. So I'm going to take a shot to that. If you're on Bobby Thrift, hit the like button there too. Or again with Bossco, hit the like button there too. As we get into the tail end of that Lobos juice, you know. But 25 for Kyrie's would be out the door crazy. You know? Yeah. That's a good point too. All discount stores prices are way too much. I noticed it in the last couple years, and stuff has been sitting, only moving when they put it on clearance. That's what I'm thinking will happen with a lot of product. I would feel like that would happen with the Kyries. That's kind of intertwined with retrospective gears question, and that's a product to talk about. Like, yeah, they have a lot of things that they're priced there that some of them are low, but they're not low enough, so they only can move them when they clearance them out. I feel like the Kyrie is definitely one of those shoes that they would have to clearance out because $60 people aren't really enticed to grab them, especially if they're having only bigger sizes. Even though that is a good flip, I would grab them at that price if they have full box because I could do what I do with them. But I would just, I mean, even the $24 one, I have one that I got for $24. I'm still sitting on it. I mean, you know, I wish I would have sold it already. It's a size 14, but I'm just saying, like, you know, that's you know, stuff like that's crazy. You would think that thing has sold quickly, but everything takes a little time here and there. You just never know. Some things go quicker than others. I still have that Vapor Max Plus, that the black one with the cheetah print on the side. Everybody, when I did that video and people see me talk like in the Instagram post, like a lot of positive feedback, which I'm happy for. Thank you. You know, a lot of people, oh, you're gonna get at least 200 for them, no less than 200, which I'm hoping for. But if shit is still there and ain't moved, and that's priced under 200 on Goat, Macari, and my website, and nobody bought them yet. I'm like, see, that's the type of shit that's annoying when you got something like that and it's not. Isn't it's like, wow, like what the fuck? People want these shoes. The shoes selling recent and recently. So why is mine just sitting there still? I don't get it. I hate that type of shit, bro. But I mean, it is the game. It definitely is the game. You know, sometimes it works different for other people. You know, it's just how it goes. I've had items that I got posted while I was in the store. It's sold on these platforms perfectly, you know, and posted. And then I've had the other, you know, same. I've had the opposite where I posted it right away and it didn't sell for a long time. So it just gives and goes. The homie Pixie in a Discord posted these Grant Hills. He bought a bunch of those Grant Hills, the blue ones I just showed you guys, and like 2 of them sold within the first day or 2 of him having them. So I was excited when I saw him, thinking the same thing would happen. But it's been a day and nothing sold. But I can't be like, oh my God, it's been a day. What the hell? It's not that. I get it, but I'm just saying that's just how it is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? My last play is Nike Jordan accessories at Ross. Some margins of fire. Yeah, no, I would not doubt that, bro. I'm pretty sure. Like I said, when I went today, the accessory section wasn't too strong. Like the accessory section wasn't strong, and neither was the hats at the 2 places I went to. Retrospective gear and anybody else here from LA that likes LA. Let me know your honest opinion on this hat if you guys didn't see it when I showed it earlier. Because I found this at Burlington. It's not a Michelin. It's not a Michelin S. It's not a new era hat. So I was iffy because I don't really like this brand, but the hat kind of just threw, you know, I kind of like that. So anybody who wasn't here earlier, let me know if you guys are feeling this corduroy, this purple corduroy Laker hat. They have these now at Burlington from that brand called Ultra Game. It's different, man. It's different, you know. I'm not mad at this. I think I'm gonna actually keep one for myself, and the other 2 one will probably go up. I don't know, man. One will probably go up on the website, and I don't know, but yeah, I thought they were kind of cool. They got them. They got them going on at the store right now. $12.99 is the retail on them. So if you like them, go ahead and grab yourself one at Burlington, or just go ahead to my website and I'll put it up there probably by tomorrow this time for sure. It'll be up there. You know, Eric, what's good? Welcome to the stream, my dude. How you doing? Vapor, okay, okay, okay. Vapor knit Jordan football gloves. This is the season for those football gloves. I do remember in the past them football gloves being something kind of like major. I remember the people coming up on the football gloves like heavy. The price point to get in on them is really low, and the value for them is definitely up there, bro. For real, for real. Let me see. How long does it take for the NCAA Dames to sell? How long is it going to take for the NCAA Dames to sell? Which NCAA Dames? I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank. NCAA Dames. I've seen some NCAA Dames recently. NC State. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. It's crazy because I saw one of those today at Burlington, but I didn't pick it up. But a shoe like a Damian Lillard shoe, depending on the colorway and size, I mean, it's gonna probably take a little while to sell because it is a Dame shoe. But if it's a common basketball size, and if you can find the right hoopers, you know what I mean, it's hard to say. A Dame Lillard shoe is not super popular. It is a good shoe for hooping. You gotta just find a sweet spot, where you're happy to make the money you're gonna make off of it. And let's see, Burlington coat been flooded with team Dames. Yeah, NC State. Yeah. I seen an NC State a really big size, like 16. So of course I didn't even consider it. Like, no, it was like an 18 actually. I didn't even consider it. But oh man, if you got some cool like 10, 11, 12s, 12 and a half, and you post them immediately for, maybe I don't know if you can double up on them, but like a 20, 30. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say, bro, because they are flooded. If they're flooded, that's gonna take time, unless you kind of lowball your price or expand your platforms you're putting them on to try to get what you want for them. That's the one thing about a flooded item is just that people are just having a flooded at a price point, and then you have a race to the bottom where everybody's trying to undercut because they want to hurry up and sell it. So if you have patience, then stay firm with your price. If you don't have to get rid of these things too soon, you know the NBA season is fairly coming up, but we are in basketball season now because it is summertime. So I mean, you have a good chance. You have a good window. From now to December, you have a good window because you have summer basketball. Then you got the start of the NBA tours like October. So you got basketball shoes for me. I feel like are truly year round if you have a good size. You know what I'm saying? Uh, they was 30. They look different for 35. I mean, 35 is not bad. They retail for normally like 135, if I'm not mistaken. So $100 off the retail, you used to get them off for 80, $90. Call it a day, because if you put it over 100, you might wait a little longer. But some people will put it over 100 and sell it, maybe quicker. I don't know. I would safety at like 80, $90. You know what I mean? Bishop, I think it does. It gives me an 80s vibe. It does give me an 80s vibe. Corduroy, you don't see too many corduroy hats around here. Look at me, I'm getting excited because I seen it off the rip. I'm like, man, that shit is kind of dope. What is that? I was like, that New Era? I was like, oh no, it's the other brand. But I'm like, man, this shit's still hard though. It's snapback too. Got the Lakers emblem on the back right there. Me, I like to put the pins in the hats. Give me a couple of pins, put them in there. I'm in the game. So like I said, I'm definitely keeping one. I'm definitely keeping one of these. We definitely doing that. Well, yeah, Ultra Boost for 25. Mitchell in this jersey still popping up. What else is around here? What else is around here? Crocs. Okay, so these Grant Hills, real quick, these Grant Hills have 3M. This is 3M on this lace right here. I've never seen this colorway before, retrospective, because you be out there in the streets heavy too. Have you seen this colorway of the Grant Hill? Like I looked on GOAT, I looked on StockX, I looked on eBay. Have not seen this colorway posted by nobody yet. It might not even be that big a deal, but I just haven't seen nobody post it. It got the little laser on here. It's a fire Grant Hill. If I'd have found this in the 13, I definitely would have considered it. But yeah, this is 3M right there. That's fire. I seen it because the way the lighting is on the ground. That's my bad. I wasn't really trying to talk about it. But UNC, the Chicago Jordan Low 2s, I'm excited about that. That's what we talked about from the jump. I think somebody threw something in here, a question about the White Howard. Yeah, that's 120. Yeah, that's not bad. That's a good enough window to lower your price and still make some money off of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's really where you want to be at. You know, you got to consider the low ball aspect, because there will be people that either jump on your listing, or if you get impatient with having it for so long, what's your bottom dollar? And if your bottom dollar is still a little, you know, a double up or just under a double up, then you're good there, bro. You sold all the soccer balls. I remember you was talking about those, and I went looking for them. I didn't see them. I didn't get a chance to come up on them, but that's fire, bro. Congratulations on that. Been buying all the Nike winter gloves when fourth quarter hits. Yep. That's very true. That's very true. And what if you don't mind saying, what platforms are you heavy on? Are you use them all, or do you stick to just one? I know some people like to spread it out. Some people like to stay with their only one. Curious to see. Yeah, I never seen that colorway at Grant Hill either. I think they're starting to trickle out, as there's so many colorways of Grant Hills. Man, I've seen so many Grant Hills in the last 2 days. It's crazy. It's looking like the Grant Hills are trying to do what Kyrie did. I swear. I've seen like 15 to 20 different colorways of these Grant Hills. I'm like, they never got jiggy like this back in the day. It was only the red one, the white one, the black white one. It was like maybe 5 to 10, maybe, but the 10 total came out like after, like years later. But the OG colorway was the red one, the white and red one, the white and navy blue one, I think a black one, but not black like that. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Good things though. Good things out here. Lakers getting Dwight Howard back, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I will, he did his thing when he played for the Lakers last time. He was the Joker killer too, low key. They played against Joker in the playoffs, and Dwight Howard made it a hard time for a Joker. So I wouldn't see why not. Dwight Howard's still active and doing his thing in the league, or doing his thing playing ball. So why not scoop him up? You know what I mean? Why not? Nice. Yeah, those are definitely the locations to go to, and Amazon is definitely an avenue to go through also. And a lot of stuff, things can be helped. I can definitely point you in the right direction for that stuff. The one thing that switched up on me is one of the places that I used to use is not around no more, so I'm just curious to see even myself, how do I get more brands in the line that we're in that I do, because there's a few more brands I need to get ungated in, but the avenue I was going through is no longer. So, East Bay is gone. So I'm like, shit. Let's see. I think Grant Hill, Fila signed a deal with brother. That's what I said. That's what I was saying in the video, bro. I think Fila or Grant Hill and Fila or somebody in Fila with Burlington made a deal and said, we about to release our colorways to you guys. Like, I honestly it's like they have too many of them. They have too many colorways. Bro. There has to be some type of deal. And then Fila has, like, we've seen all of the guys, the Grant Hills, the Mashburns, the Stackhouses. There's one other silhouette of a Stackhouse that if they bring that out, I definitely will be copping it for the personal. I thought it was Stackhouse's first silhouette. Maybe it's his second one, but there's a Stackhouse silhouette that if they bring that out with Fila, I'm going to grab one. I promise you. I've been close to trying to grab the Grant Hills, but I just haven't found it in my size, like one that I want. I've seen some in 13, but not the colorways I want, because they got a lot of crazy loud colorways too that just wouldn't really look good at all in a size 13. You know what I mean? I thought I thought the White was trying to recruit people to there too, but I know who wouldn't want to come back and play in the NBA. I mean, that's where the hoops and dreams all started. So I'm pretty sure he would want to come back if the Lakers would scoop him up. You know what I mean? He had to get a bag. They did, bro. They did. And see, if that's the case, man, that means that Grant Hill and Fila they're the trendsetters, because I don't see why more brands or companies don't start to do this, especially. I just like to pull this up and show it in case people are just new and joining, especially if these are popping up at the stores now at Ross and all this super discounted. I don't see why that can't happen. I don't see why stores don't just go straight to these guys, because you can find these at Burlington and Ross now for, what was it, $54.99. So, I mean, they might be smarter and cut logistics or something, and just go through straight through there. One place that I'm interested to go through that I will be trying to hit up within like tomorrow or the day after. I haven't been to WSS in a minute, and I know their back wall used to be pretty good, especially for Amazon stuff. They had, and just in general, they usually have pretty good things on their back wall. But with all these stores having these discounts, I can only imagine what WSS would have right now. So I definitely have to go check it out. If anybody in the chat has been by a WSS within the last day or two, let me know what the markdowns are like. But I definitely will be going to check that out myself to see, because I was going to try and go by there today. I just didn't have time for it. But WSS usually has good prices on things and things on sale, and their back wall is pretty good. And some of their clearance stuff is marked down pretty good, and some of it I can use. So I'm curious to see what WSS is talking about right now, because everybody across the board is having sales. You know what I'm saying? Sales, and even with the I mean, I'm kind of going on topic to topic, but I seen more pandas sitting on the shelves today. The other day, I went by Sherman Oaks Foot Locker, or Sherman Oaks Shoe Palace. Yeah, that's how you say it. Sherman Oaks Shoe Palace. They had pandas in the window all day. Next day, nobody bought the shit. I went to the Shoe Palace in Van Nuys today. They had pandas sitting on the shelves along with two other new colorways. Maybe I posted it in the Discord. I'm not sure or not. But it's crazy to see Dunks doing that too. The sneaker world is upside down. If 23 is still up, 213 is still in here. That's what I mean. The sneaker world is upside down, bro. You're just not seeing some of the things that you would see before in the places that you see them. Watch next week. We're gonna see a Luka 2 at Ross. I'm gonna lose my shit. I gotta put a beacon. I gotta put the outlet beacon into one of the goats of the outlet game, Cool Kicks. If you see a UNC toe size 13 in the outlet and you're not grabbing it for yourself or somebody, please let me know. I just think that's gonna be epic. I think that's gonna be the case. I love the shoe. I don't think it's the case also because I feel like they did sell, but I feel like everything sell. I thought the Reimagined 3 sold, but they popping up there. And I said it in my video when I scooped up my pair that I was hesitant on buying the UNC toe because who's to say that we don't see this at one of these stores coming up soon, bro? It might sound far-fetched, but it's far-fetched to even see the Reimagines there. And yeah, some people have been finding Reimagines in like 15 and 16, but some have found them in size 10s, 9s, and 8s, and like regular sizes too. So, like KG said when he won a championship against the Lakers, anything is possible. Like anything's possible now, bro. Not this stuff is not so far fetched. It might sound right off the bat like, oh hell no, that ain't gonna happen. But then it did. I was just talking in one of my previous live streams, like, damn, we're seeing Boost pop up. We're seeing this. When are we gonna see Retro Ones popping up or retros? And like the next day or 2 days later, it started popping up in the Discord. This is scary hours in the sneaker world, bro. And I tell you, man, if there's a Jordan 1 UNC toe at the outlet on the back wall for 30% off, that's gonna be the thumbnail. That's gonna be like content for like a minute, shorts, TikTok, all that. What? Yeah, I don't like that they do that. I don't like that they do that either at WSS. I noticed that they never have solid boxes back there on the back wall at WSS. That's the one thing about it. The boxes are always super messed up. It's like you can't even try to repair them to sell. Like they do that on purpose. Y'all should just take the box tops off like Nike, or just do them like Ross and take them out the boxes, period. Yeah, you're right. Yep, you're right. Cool. Azula. Yeah, WS. What area are you in? Because they are spreading out more and more. You know what I'm saying? Um, from what I remember hearing, talking to some of the Foot Locker higher ups, you know, some of the Foot Lockers are falling back because the WSSs are taking over the spots and holding down the areas and the regions and stuff. So if there's none next to you now, hopefully at some point more will start popping up. Opportunities everywhere, indeed, bro. You know. Okay. You was able to get 2 UNC toes on release day from WSS. They gave you a $25 coupon for future purpose. So that's dope. That's good that they do that too. They have the point system. I like how they do that, as well as JD Sports. I haven't bought anything from JD or Finish Line in a minute, so I don't know if they still do that. But yeah, I do remember from JD Sports, if you spend like $200, you get like a $20 coupon too, which is good. All them spots, JD and Foot Locker, like I stopped copping from them so much, so I don't even get survey coupons no more or nothing like that. Like I get my retros from not one of them spots. So like, damn, I don't even use Foot Locker coupons no more like that. But you got, just because I just don't, I'm mad that I don't, because sometimes, you go there, they have a lot of things on discount. So those $10 coupons and gift cards will help, but they haven't given me no gift cards. My Foot Locker account just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Whenever I sign in, it just doesn't work. I'm convinced that my shit is canceled, and any other device I try to log in, any one of the accounts, it just doesn't work for me. So I didn't gave up on Foot Locker. It doesn't matter. I don't need Foot Locker. I haven't needed it for a minute. And I'm not saying nothing like shitting on for you guys or trying to be big by saying I don't need Foot Locker. But I'm just saying, like, I'm good off of their shenanigans. Fuck all that. And they still even having problems with people, lining up on releases and leftovers and having fights and stuff. I don't want to have to deal with that stuff. Shout out to John for showing another way. I mean, we knew other ways too, but him showing other ways, definitely. You know what I mean? Fuck all that hassle bullshit, dealing with people trying to cut, and it's like you want to break somebody's neck for no reason. Like, it's not that serious. So why even put yourself in that position? You know what I mean? Oh, they changed the status points? Yeah, see, I didn't even know, man. Hilarious. 4,000 points. So you gotta spend a little bit more to get that $20 off. It's not just one $200 shoe. It used to be like a $200 shoe, you get a coupon. You know what I mean? Yeah, they figured they gotta switch their shit up too, right? Central Coast, 30 minutes away from the Bay Area. And I thought they were heavy in the Bay. That's crazy. I thought they were big in California, like LA, the Bay, Vegas, and like Texas or something like that is WSS. But I could be mistaken, or maybe they just haven't made it to your area yet. But yeah, they sometimes have good stuff there, and they do have pretty good deals there too. For sure. For sure. Yeah, retro. I don't know, man. I mean, it could be a lot of different reasons, but I don't know, bro. I don't know why my account's not working. Why every time I try to load up and do this stuff and that, it just don't work. Yeah, man. So I just gave up on it, bro. I don't even go for the rap. I don't even open up the app. I'm tempted to like delete these apps off my phone, but I feel like the minute I do that, I'll need it for something, some bullshit, But like any release that's coming out is not a concern as far as grabbing it. So like I don't rely on them no more like that. You know what I mean? I will try. I will try to. I did reinstall it. I did exit, or I reinstalled it. I did do all the cookies and cache or whatever the shit. I did all of that, and it still be like it loads up for like releases, like what's upcoming. But when it comes to me trying to reserve and check my releases, it all does that error, all that error shit. When I'm on Wi-Fi, when I'm not on Wi-Fi, it's just all right. Forget you guys. We cool, Foot Locker. We cool, Foot Locker. Yeah, had them for a long time. For a long time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought so too. That's kind of strange. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully that changes for you. Hopefully, more things start to pop up, or more WSSs come out to your area, so you can come up on some of these things too. Because they get the latest releases. They have little raffles on the app and everything too. It seems like it's a pretty fair process. I don't hear people complaining about this stuff. The employees don't seem to be too shady from my experiences with all of them. WSS kind of flocked, or kind of like really got popping in the era when all the fake, or not fake, all the fuckery was going on with the cook groups and the the raffles and all that stuff. WSS, I think, is when they really kind of came into the game, so they kind of try to avoid some of that stuff, We're not the ones who's doing backdoors. We're the ones doing it by the book. It's the app and all this type of stuff, WSS. Those guys were the one who seemed like they were trying to do it a little different from everybody else. That's just the experience I've seen. They always been on the one per person type shit and all that stuff. Yeah, you can come up on stuff there because they get them and stuff like that. But when they still would do one per person. Even when you would go there, when I would move around a lot and visit a lot of WSSs throughout the day, you could come there and get the different Jordan Lows or something that was reselling. They were still managing it, making it one per person. Foot Lockers would do 5 per, 3 per, whatever it was, 10 per. If you knew the person, like WSS, from what I've always known, they've always kind of been solid with their moves on how they try to do stuff, but I don't know, man. It's kind of a crazy thing right now. Nike kind of, I guess, low key accomplished their goal with making pandas so obsolete by making so many of them. Now that they're sitting on shelves like that, it's kind of crazy. When we first heard that was going to happen, people didn't believe that it would work, but it's kind of working, bro. They're sitting on shelves. The resale's not crazy for it. The next step, baby, retrospective gear and everybody else who does it. Next step is Burlington and Ross. For $39.99, $29. That's what we want to see. We want to see is because they retail for $110. So that shit gotta be at least, it gotta, if an Ultra Boost that's $200 damn near is $25, what the Panda gonna be, y'all? What the Panda Dunk gonna be? What is the Dunk High going for right now? I don't know. The Dunk High LSU, that's people have been finding that. Do I have that in Discord? People have been finding the Dunk High, the LSU colorway. I don't know if it was Rican or Peak C or somebody. I'm trying to look and see right now in the Discord. Well, how much were those going for? Were those like $39? So if the highs are 39, are the dunks gonna be 29? People are gonna lose their shit when they see dunks at Ross for $29 and they went through all that hassle of the lines and shit, all that craziness going on for pandas. People getting in fights, getting jumped for panda dunks. And now they're just gonna be chilling at Ross, like, yeah, here, Panda. You want a Panda? Here, Panda, right here. Then you got them resale shops trying to still sell them for $300 and shit. Who are y'all kidding? Y'all about to, man, it's getting scary hours out here. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's getting crazy. It's getting spooky. The game is upside down right now. Somebody posted in my Discord, but I don't see the picture. I don't see it right now. I kind of forgot what I was looking for. Oh yeah, the LSU Dunk High. Here we go. I found the picture right here. LSU Dunk High. I don't think people copping pandas daily. Maybe so. When I talked about this panda maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, people were saying on the resale market it's still going for around 150. I don't know if that's still the case right now. The Laker Dunk High was $39.99. Good looking out. Dodgeball. Good looking out on that as I pull up the picture right now. So if the Dunk High is $39, the Dunk Low at least is gonna be that, if not less. And they're not just gonna have only pandas, they're gonna have other shoes there, other dunks too. So all that hype, all that static, all that stress, how will it? I don't know. It's not happening yet. But once it happens and I'm here with a panda that I got from Ross, we're gonna have this conversation. But it just makes you, man, all that hat. There's a lot of running to lines and rushing. Oh, pandas, they got black and whites. Let's get here. Let's get there. Just 4 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago. My, how the tables have turned, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, Slick with the Kicks. I haven't really seen it. I've been seeing it chill on the shelves. And this is not at all talking shit to resellers because I do the reselling. It's just more on the shock and awe of it and just the damn. Y'all niggas was losing their minds for something that's now what Nike wanted to do. They wanted to dead what was going on. And they kind of accomplished that right now. That's crazy, bro. It is what it is, though. It's good for the consumer, and the average consumer, especially. Not that any, regardless. And if you are somebody who resells, that's good for you because you still can get it off. There's still people who don't know either don't even know about the lane we're talking about, or just are like either they really just don't know, or just haven't like opened their mind to it. You know, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people are still. I always think that one person's thought is the echo of like at least 1,000, if not at least 1,000,000 people in the world. So if one person don't know and is oblivious to the topic, there's at least 1,000 or a lot more people just like them that don't know too. Not everybody knows about this stuff. So there will still be people on there shopping on eBay and Macari's and stuff and goats looking for panda dunks because they can't get them in Foot Locker, not knowing that they might be able to find them in Ross and then still paying the full value. So they're still, being that we're talking about this stuff, it's not like we're killing it. That stuff is still gonna happen. I mean, what's gonna happen is what's gonna happen. It's inevitable. But I just didn't think I'd get to the point to actually see it. What I mean by that is because it just didn't seem the way things were 2 years ago. It's night and day from today, like completely night and day. Completely night and day. James, that's what we was talking about earlier. That's where he. I mean, that's when Houston and the Clippers is where he wants to go. I'm hearing it's the Clippers first. I would love to see it. I'm just like, what's going to be the trio, because they're going to have to get rid of either Kawhi or Paul George. You know, me personally, if I was the GM, I would slide Kawhi out of here and get Harden and keep Paul George with Russell. You can get more games out of Paul George. You know, shout out to Kawhi. I got the jersey on, great player, all that, but the boy don't play more than 20 games a season, 25 games a season, and he don't play more than, you know, 2 games in a week. Like, I don't know. You know, Ty Lue, they said, getting frustrated with it because of the whole scenario. How he's playing, he's balling, he's playing. He don't give no. He's balling. He not saying nothing, and he not saying nothing when he's starting to feel pain. He just doesn't come and say, "Oh, I can't play. My knees hurt." Why don't you give me some warning? That's just annoying. The boy was balling for 2-3 weeks straight, looking like the best player in the league for that 2 week stretch, and then just out of nowhere out for the rest of the season. What? That's crazy, dude. I'm sorry. I mean, yelling nobody ear and like that, but that shit is crazy. Harden to the Clippers would just be a good thing to see for regular season basis. You know, Clippers always got something going on, so they don't. It's something that's always there that never lets them get over the hump. So it would just be good to see them ball out during a regular season. You know, but I seriously doubt they'll get rid of Kawhi because he got at least another year or two on a contract. PG is the one that they feel like has more value right now. I guess that's what the reports are saying, that they're looking to move PG. No, not PG. No. Harden, I like Harden, but Harden, and Kawhi together is kind of nasty too. But I would like to see PG and Harden along with Westbrook. I like that little trio a little bit more. But Kawhi, stay. I mean, I don't know. He just don't play enough, bro. See what I'm saying, bro? What? How are they releasing? They keep restocking these things, man. They keep restocking these shoes. They keep restocking these pandas. They're gonna make too many, and they have no choice but for these shoes to pop up at the Burlington, bro. When I make the video, when I see it, you guys will see the video. It'll be the thumbnail. I don't even think I'll hide the shoe. I'm gonna show the shoe. I'm gonna say Panda at Ross. Look, like I don't know. Something, bro. That's crazy, man. It's gonna be interesting. It's a lot of things to look forward to in the sneaker world, in the sports world too, with this basketball stuff. The shoes, the tide is turning. You know, Kyrie will answer. Gonna have US releases. That's gonna be crazy to see too. Carmelo's 2-pack, his 2-pack that he has is pretty dope. Also, yeah, yeah, they made a deal with Westbrook. He stayed for the lowest he could have got. I think he'd have got something else, like a lot more somewhere else, but he decided to take less money to stay with the Clippers. Much less money, like 8 million, some shit like that, like really low. But he's still getting paid from his previous year contract. So he's not hurting on money at all. You know, he kind of took the hometown discount, I guess, ride it out, finish his career with the Clippers, He's from LA. It makes sense. I like to see that, you know. He played well with the Clippers once he got there. That definitely picked him back up from the slump or whatever he was dealing with the Lakers, you know. So that's dope to see that he is there. Oh, we still posted up, Luthi, man. Just chop it up about these few things, a few different things. I mean, a few different things, you know. Crazy to see all of this stuff going on. Like I said, man, it's getting interesting out there with the fines, getting interesting out there with these releases. You know, the Jordan 1 low UNC to Chicago, a dope shoe. I thought it came out later, but apparently some stores have it out already. So I guess it came out. I thought it didn't come out for some more days, but I saw it today at Shoe Palace. For some reason, I thought that shoe came out like this Saturday, you know. But this Saturday is a Jordan 3 Palomino, correct? Oh, so they came out on the 20th. Oh, they came out today. So the Jordan 1 UNC to Chicago came out today. Okay. So that makes sense why I saw it at the Shoe Palace. I thought they came out or were coming out like in a week or so. But that's cool. That's cool to see. UNC to Chicago. When I seen that shoe today in the stores, the quality on that Jordan Low is on point. That quality looks really nice on the shoe. Oh, Rocket said they're not trading unless they offer a star. Wait, Rocket said they're not trading unless. Wait, but Harden is the star. You mean the Sixers? Oh yeah, Daryl Morey. I did hear something about that. Sixers is not making moves unless they get what they want, like something back for them. And the Clippers, they could get something back for him, whether it's Kawhi or PG. If Kawhi went and played with Joel Embiid, that'd be kind of ugly right there. Yeah, you good, Eric. You always good. You good. If he went there and played some games, he could have a Toronto type thing all over again, except the championship. Because LeBron's winning a championship next year, bro. LeBron, I'm wearing this, but LeBron is winning a championship next year, bro. You think I'm lying? LeBron is winning another ring this year. LeBron's going to play 25 games this season and win a ring this year. I'm calling it. LeBron is playing 25 to 35 games this year, averaging like 25 to 28 points this year. And he's going to win a ring this year. Y'all with me? I think that's what's going to happen. I feel like that's what's going to happen. LeBron James is not going to get foot surgery until a week before training camp. LeBron James is not going to play his season debut till Christmas. I'm trying to tell you what LeBron's going to do. LeBron James will play hard and come out balling out right before All-Star break. So when they vote him as a captain, he can start in the All-Star game and come out after a few minutes and just coach. And LeBron James will win a championship next year with the Lakers. That's what's going to happen. 25 games, 25 to 30 games, foot surgery to make him sit out till Christmas. He still will participate in the All-Star weekend. That's what's going to happen with LeBron. If you think something different, let me know. I got to plug in my laptop real quick. That's what LeBron's going to do. I see the writing on the wall already, y'all. This nigga still ain't went and got his foot surgery yet. He still ain't got his foot surgery yet. Why? What's why? Now there's a reason. All due respect to Bronny. Got to make sure Bronny good. So, you know, you put your surgery off for sure. Make sure Bronny's fully healthy, you know. But he was coaching a couple weeks ago. Why was he coaching? Why wasn't he in the surgery table? I see what LeBron doing, man. I see what they doing, bro. I see what he doing. I see you, bro. I see through limo tent, LeBron. We here for it though. Jordan 3 Palomino, Grizz on Grind. That shoe, I need to see it in person. I've seen it plenty of times doing videos talking about it on Bossco 2.0. Shout out to that. If you guys haven't watched that, subscribe to that channel. A lot of reviews on Jordan information and just sneakers in general. Check out Bossco 2.0 if you're not subscribed there. The Palominos by pictures look kind of ashy. They look like a lighter, like a tan shoe that's ashy, which is crazy. I haven't seen the picture of detail. Like I've seen pictures, but they look ashy. I want to see what they look like in person. It is a dope looking shoe, but I want to see what it looks like in hand. Nothing wrong with the Palominos though. And they got some Palomino Jordan mids outside right now. That's not too bad with some good suede on there, you know? He played last night. I mean, he played last year a good amount, but then he got hurt. He just stopped playing out of nowhere, which is what hurts the team. Have not checked the freshman class of 2023 yet. I have not really looked into that, to be honest with you. Who, you know, I think I remember seeing somebody talk about the list, and I do not remember if I knew anybody from the list. I might have, so don't think I don't. I just think whatever video or whoever I saw talking about it, every name they talked about, I was like, who are these people? And that's the whole point. But at the same time, there was a point when I knew all the freshman class people, because they were, to me, they weren't doing freshmen. They were doing people who were 2-3 years in the game, and then the freshman class kind of solidifies you're here now, I guess, officially. You know what I mean? Overpaid for Vincent. I would not doubt that, Eric. I don't even know why. Like, I feel like I said this before, but I feel like Vincent will be a Gabe Vincent, that's his name. He will be a Kendrick Nunn situation. The Lakers played against Kendrick Nunn in the finals in the bubble, and Kendrick Nunn balled out for the Miami Heat. So they was like, oh, we could take him and add him to our team and add something to it. And he came to the Lakers and didn't play because he was hurt and just didn't really kick in. I think Gabe Vincent's gonna have the same thing. He's gonna forget how to shoot. He ain't gonna play the same. It's gonna be the same thing. I think Gabe Vincent and Kendrick Nunn is the same situation, bro. Yeah, he is. LeBron is definitely doing that, because he could have got surgery when his season was over with. He could have got surgery right after they got swept and been like healthy back, ready to work for the season. But you know, LeBron wants to load manage. He doesn't want to play 82 games, but he don't want to say he don't want to play 82 games. And LeBron's healthy. LeBron plays. I get it. But you're older now. You do need to load manage. You do need to do that. I get it. You're trying to stay when you're staying in the league to your son playing. You can't play the 82 games. I get it. I mean, I guess I get it. You know, you get a lot of nagging injuries and shit like that. I understand it. You know? But like, come on, man. Like, give us this ring this year so that in the next season when you're playing, I don't have to care, so I don't really have to worry about the shit. You know what I mean? Because next season is gonna look scary. It's gonna be like last legs trying to get a ring, and that looks ugly. Any NBA superstar that was on their last leg trying to win a ring, even though LeBron's last season doesn't look like he has only one season left in him. I think he still has like 2, maybe 3 more seasons left. But the reason why he has 2, maybe 3 more seasons is because he plays 30 games a season. You know what I'm saying? I'm a LeBron supporter. I love the game, all that shit. But I'm telling you, bro, it gets frustrating too. I do see the other side of it. It is annoying a little bit, you know. You know, when he came out and was drinking wine on the sideline, I was cool. Like, look at LeBron do his thing. Show these niggas you king. But if I was on a team, nigga, you come out here with your wine glass, chilling out, sitting here coasting like, wait, nah, nigga, nah. Take your ass to the back and watch in the locker room. Don't come and sit on the bench with a wine glass. But it's player though, because it's LeBron. You know what I mean? Bring your little Lobos to the Phoenix game and sit it right there so people can see you drinking your Lobos on the sideline. LeBron is he's a yeah, LeBron is somebody else, boy. But that's the part that I like though, that he can do that. Same thing with Jay-Z. Jay-Z got the power in the industry to where people just watch their tongue when they say something about the boy. I like that, bruh. I like that. That's hard. That's how you know you built up enough respect. Respect though. You built up enough respect to like, oh, you watch your tongue on that. Oh, don't say that. Oh, you know, it's a free world, but you know which words not to use. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's power, bro. LeBron had the power in the league for the longest time. Patrick Beverly said it best in the bubble. If LeBron wants to play, we going to play. LeBron wanted to play because they were doing so well, had the best chance to win in the finals. Oh, LeBron not about to pass up this ring. Adam, we need to play in the bubble. Let's get something situated so we get this ring. I was all for it. As long as LeBron got the ring, I was all for it, bro. I wouldn't, if LeBron wasn't on the Lakers and the tables would turn, like if LeBron wasn't, you don't come and try and steal a ring, but ain't no steal. We all play the game, NBA professionals. It's a ring. People talk and clown about the bubble ring. I don't like it, but I joke with it. Like I get it, man. I get it, bro. But like what people have to also keep into perspective when it comes to the LeBron Laker bubble ring that they want to put an asterisk towards, you have to put that same respect towards Tim Duncan's ring and that whole lockout year ring. You know what I mean? And some people, the only person who really puts the asterisk there was Phil Jackson talking about that. He's the one who put that in everybody's brain. But when it comes to Tim Duncan's legacy, they just say he got 5. They don't say nothing about the lockout year. He just got 5. Nobody say nothing about that lockout year. It's just that he got a ring and the greatness of San Antonio. So why people want to keep putting that same thing with LeBron? It's the same exact scenario. Maybe when LeBron's career is done, they'll just say 5 rings or whatever, and they won't say, well, the bubble ring and 3 other or 4 other ones. You know what I mean? They won't say that. You know what I mean? AD, man. I see AD, Eric. I seen AD trying to put in some work. Let's see if we can laugh right now. I seen AD trying to put in some work, and I'm not gonna laugh at the boy because at the end of the day, like I know that shit is hard, and I'm over here saying that from the sideline. But I think AD was trying to do some boxing, and I seen that. I'm like, okay, look at AD trying to do some boxing. You know, boxing's like the best type of cardio you can do out here in the streets. You know, I'm not mad at a man doing a cardio, doing a boxing. That's great cardio. Like I said, they have immaculate lung capacity and breathing and all that shit, you know? Conditioning, which is what AD needs, but I don't think that's the conditioning AD needs. AD needs the conditioning of squats, lunges, sit-ups, bench press. You know, that's what he needs. Strengthening up the muscles, you know, the limbs, drinking milk, if that's what gives you strong bones, or take calcium pills. I don't know. He needs to do something though, man. Boxing, I seen him boxing, and I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But the next thought was like, wait, that's not what we want to see, bro. We want to see you in there with Phil Haney dribbling. We want to see you in there with Lethal Shooter and shooting. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to see. We don't want to see you boxing some small dude. I'm looking for the picture. That's why I'm looking over here. There's a picture of Anthony Davis boxing. And he's boxing somebody much smaller than him, and it doesn't seem like he is, you know? It seems like the dude who was boxing was taking it easy. Let me see here. You know, that's the main thing, dude. I just want to see him. I can't find it, but there's a video of him out there boxing. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the cardio in, which, like I said, I'm not mad at. That's what you got to do. Yeah, of course. That's the big thing. They'll definitely talk about more losses in the finals than Jordan had, because Jordan was 6 for 6, obviously. But my response to that, to be honest, like, yeah, I totally get Jordan was 6 for 6, which is a great thing. That's undefeated. You can't be undefeated. But then this is the argument that people won't want to hear, because you got to break it down. They don't want to hear stuff, and you got to break it down, because 6 for 6 in the finals, you don't have to break that down at all. But when I be like, how many years did Jordan play in the league? And how many times did he play for a championship? Jordan played, I want to say 10 to 12 years. I could be wrong, 14. We're going to count the Wizards years because he played. So 12 to 14 years. He played for a championship 6 out of the 14 years. He played for a championship 6 out of the 14 years. Won all 6. But he only played for a championship 6 years out of the 14 times he played. How many times did LeBron compete for a championship out of the years that he played? Way more. The championship in the NBA is a team sport. It's not a solo act. If it was one-on-one and LeBron was his record, then it's like all LeBron. But it's not a one-on-one game. So LeBron, for one, played longer. But if you want to scratch that, just go by the same amount of years that Jordan played, which is 10, 12, or 14, whatever it is. No disrespect. How many times did LeBron play for a championship and how many times did Jordan? Jordan only played for a championship 6. LeBron played for a championship at least 10 or 11 times, which says a lot more if you're in the championship game, which means whatever team you're with is playing for the ring. Not everybody wins the ring all the time. The game has gotten better, right? Like I said, see, there's so much more you got to explain. They don't want to hear none of that. But it's all facts. LeBron's played for more titles than Jordan did in the same span. We can only go for as years that Jordan played and put that to LeBron. Don't go to 20 for LeBron. LeBron still completed more attempts at the championship with a team in a team sport than Jordan did. When Jordan played, wasn't as many effective players like they are when LeBron played. There was no top 50 when Jordan played. Let's get some. We can go down the list. There was no top 50 when Jordan played. Wait, let me make sure I'm right on that. There was some of the top 50, but there wasn't like a top 50 there. There was definitely not top 75. I know some of them 50 came after and during Jordan era. You get what I'm saying? The evolution of the game is better. Them 75, them other people, them 15 people that added came with the evolution of the game. And if they really scrapped everybody off the list of the top 75 and went from now to back when the game started, a lot of them 50 would be grandfathered in. You got a lot of people who are grandfathered in because they've been playing for a long time, but a lot of their stats are taken off the board now. So there's an argument for it all the way. People will, old heads and people will just stay on 6 for 6. But I'm like, how many times you get swept out the playoffs? How many times did you not even get to the finals? LeBron went 9 times in a row? Went to the finals 9 times in a row. That's crazy. Isn't there a saying that you can't win them all? Isn't there a real saying? Like, that's real, right? You can't win them all. Now, there was that 2011 where he had a really bad situation and it didn't look good for the boy. He froze up and didn't do what he was supposed to do. Whatever, that's what they want to hang it on. 11. You know, a lot of people want to go because of Skip Bayless. The smallest, the biggest collapse by a superstar ever, 2011 finals. They want to hold that as everything else. But what about the years before that, getting them to the finals as a rookie or second year? He got to the finals and got swept against Michael Jordan. Got finals and got swept in the first round and second rounds and shit before he got to the pinnacle and never left once he got there. But LeBron was flirting with the finals since he came in as a young pup. Like, let's get these scrubs to the finals. Boobie Gibson, Mo Williams, he was a baller, but Boobie Gibson, Lou Gauskas, let's drag these guys to the finals. That's how real I am in the league. He just ran into the greats, which lets you know it's a team sport again. If it was an individual sport, LeBron versus San Antonio, he could have beat any of those guys one-on-one. But it's a team sport. The team Spurs beat the individual LeBron Cavs. That's why the team Bulls beat up on all the other weaker teams that was nowhere near matched. Has Jordan ever faced the Golden State Warrior team ever once in his life? Just tell me one time. Just tell me yes or no. I know that Celtics team with Dennis Johnson and those guys, And Bird was a strong team when he scored 64, but got swept. But were they a Klay Thompson team? One would say no because of the evolution of the game, which goes back to my point of how players are better. Come on, man. You can't argue with me about that. I'll break it down as I'm doing now. I've been to the finals and played for the ring more than you in a team sport. If we were in Wimbledon playing tennis and you went 6 for 6, and that make a more difference because it's just you winning against the other players. But when you are on a team, when you're the best player in the league, and then you have the rest of the best players in the league, because Pippen was arguably the second best player in the league, if not top 5 all the time, top 3 for sure. Then they went and added all the best players from the other team. Ron Harper was a monster before he came to the Bulls. He was a monster offensive scorer for the Clippers and the Cavaliers. They went and swooped him up. Kukoc was the best Michael Jordan over there in Croatia. They went and scooped him up. They got all the best from the other to join his team when the other teams weren't stacked like that. Can we really get into it and break it down like that? Y'all don't want to hear that, though. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it all the way alone because Jordan didn't do it solo dolo. I know that's what we want to say. They want to make it seem like that. They want to make it seem like that. But the guy who beat Barkley, my favorite player at the time, who crushed Barkley's dreams in the finals, was not Jordan. It was John Paxson. To be honest, John Paxson was the one who stopped, who put the nail in the coffin for Barkley to try to win when he was with Phoenix. Rodman was an offensive scorer for the Detroit Pistons. Do your homework on Rodman's game. He wasn't just the defensive rebounding guy when he was when he got to the Bulls. He dumbed his game down. He dumbed his game down and just focused on what the Bulls needed, which was the rebounding and the post. They picked people they did what LeBron got crucified for, doing the big 3 or the super teams. They just did it in a different way. They did the same thing. LeBron took it upon himself to say, don't sign them contracts, Wade. Bosh, hold up. Melo, do it too. No, Melo, I want this money now. All right, Melo, do what you do. But no, Wade, Bosh, no, don't sign yet. We're going to make this and we're going to figure this out together to play together. Smart move, bro. Now everybody in mama trying to do what he's doing. So I can have the argument with somebody. I can definitely have valid points on it too, because what I'm saying now, it makes sense. But of course, everybody's saying what they say makes sense, And that's what they would say too. I understand LeBron never participated in a dunk contest. That doesn't count against the regular game stats or a ring, but it is something that people want to see you in competition. I totally get that. I'm disappointed by it too. LeBron, why he never been in a dunk contest, at least first, second year, even if he didn't win it, whatever. But he was like, if I went in it and didn't win, it was that whole thing about getting in it and not winning. That's not even a way to look at it, but I guess, I'm disappointed about that. 2011 was a disappointment, and him not being in a dunk contest is a true disappointment. And yes, Jordan did win it, gave us what we wanted. That's why without Jordan, we don't have none of these guys. You know what I'm saying? So there's never a mistake on that. But yeah, man, we could break it down on the careers, bro. I mean, like I said, the one thing they go, oh no, not the one thing. Don't get it twisted. The 6 rings is not the one thing. The defensive players of the years, the scoring title and defensive player in the same season is something nobody's done before. LeBron hasn't even done that. That's crazy. That's bananas right there. To be the best defensive player and the best offensive player in the same season. I don't know how many players have done that, but that's ridiculous. It usually has never been done because if you're an offensive player, you're not a defensive plaer. You know what I mean? If you're the number one scorer, you're not locking niggas up. You're just not doing it. So for Jordan to do that, that's crazy. That's something that nobody can touch, just like 6 for 6 is something nobody can touch. You know what I'm saying? But it's not 6 for 6. But somebody's answer for 6 for 6, I could just say Robert Horry got 7 rings. Is he better than Jordan? If you want to go, because when people go with LeBron and Jordan, they go to the rings and 6 for 6. You could be like, well, is Robert Horry better than Jordan because he got 7, and he hit big shots in most of them to be the reason why they got those rings. He did it in Houston. He did it with the Lakers. Yeah, he did it with Houston and he did it with the Lakers. Big shot, Rob or Bob. He hit those shots to put him over the hump to win the series or whatever. The save the season against Sacramento was Robert Horry. Robert Horry, bruh. So and people talk about the clutch gene, right? Robert Horry had the clutches of clutch genes because he hit them big shots to help win those championship games. Come on, how we going to break this down? And then Bill Russell got 11. RP. You know what I mean? So whatever argument they got, there's arguments for it. Arguments for it. The one thing I would say that's a true one though that people don't ever acknowledge is Jordan had the best coach. I feel, in my opinion, personally, Jordan had the best coach ever in the NBA. I think Phil Jackson's the best coach ever. I don't even know if he has the most rings in the NBA. I think he does as far as a coach, but Jordan had the best coach ever. The best number 2 ever. The best, well, now the evolution of the game, you can't say the best foreigner ever, but at the time and for a long time, Kukoc was the best foreigner by far for a long time till we got to the Peja and the Hito Turkoglu, you know, Ginobili's. But like, yeah, Kukoc was that guy for a long time. Ron Harper, best offensive guard at one point. They scooped him up. Steve Kerr was great when he played with the Cavs. They scooped him up. Go through the squad, bruh. It's not like they drafted a bunch of players that made them good around Jordan, and that was the king. That was the thing. Closest person doing that type of thing would be Curry coming into the league with one team, building a team around him through the draft, and them dominating through the draft, and da-da-da-da-da. That makes sense. But Jordan's didn't even happen like that. They recruited and pulled pieces from here, which is what you're supposed to do as a GM and all that stuff. That's what you're supposed to do. People are just mad and try to use LeBron's GM mentality and being the first to do it as a slight to him. But he's just doing what the big GMs was doing before. He just did it as a player. Hold up, Chris, but hold up. I know Melo's like, Melo got his money, so he good. But if he just listened to LeBron, he could be having a ring or two just like Wade and Bosh did. LeBron's plan mapped out great. Jordan, we never seen Jordan map out nothing because it was mapped out like other people did that stuff for him. What's more important, being the orchestrator of it or just being the main piece of it? Being the main piece and the orchestrator, or just being the main piece and other people have to, I don't know. It's like a quarterback being the quarterback with the team around you and being good, or just having a lot of all-American players and all-pro players around you and being a good quarterback. There's a difference in the leadership and the levels. I don't know, man. I don't know. It is. And that's a nice lineup for Michael Jordan. That's a smile. Magic Johnson, Jordan, Pippen, Worthy, and Olajuwon. He already had one of them on his team. That's crazy, bro. That argument could go forever. There's just there's no hate on either because I love both the players, Jordan and LeBron. Without Jordan, there is no LeBron. We know that. We know that the evolution of the game is to get better. Everything's supposed to get better with time. That's what people don't get in their arguments. The game gets better. The people get better. The teams get better. The NBA players back then have kids that get into the league and are better than their dads. And that's just the evolution of the game. That's what happens. So LeBron is playing against, even though I love some of those players from back in the day more than the talent now, but the talent now is just so much more than it was before, from the height, the athleticism alone. The skill, you might have more skilled players there, but you have people now who have natural skill. So it evens it out, bro. You didn't have no KDs back then. You didn't have no Steph Clays and KDs back then. You didn't have that on too many teams. You had like 4 or 5 teams that was this wrecking shop. And most of those was the Bulls teams. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? I think Magic Johnson's story makes more of and excluding the unfortunate of his career, but Magic's story as a player and his rings, even though it wasn't back to back like Jordan, I feel like that's a little bit more polished than Jordan shit, bro. And I've never really said that before, but it's a little bit more polished than Jordan's, bro. I don't know, man. Kareem and all that. I know Kareem was Kareem before he came. Magic won the championship as a rookie, being the skyhook. The 1-5, like Magic Johnson's story is a little bit more littered than a little bit more. Like I don't know. It's close. It's close, bruh. It's close. Magic got cut short. You know what I mean? Magic got cut short, and he didn't win 6, not 6 in a row either. He won 5 though. He didn't have all the other individual accolades like the other boy did. You know, Jordan. Those are two very storied careers, and growing up, 2 of my favorite players, as I'm sure a lot of people's were, Magic and Jordan. Who couldn't like those 2 guys? You know what I mean? I want to pass like Magic, score like Jordan, and shoot like Bird was like the ultimate trio. Crazy, bro. It's a lot to be said about the genres. I mean, but all said and done, after everything I say, I would still kind of I would put it would be Jordan first, because without him, there's no others. And I'm somebody who you have to give credit to the originator in a decade, in an era that we're in of copycats and clones and shit. You got to have love for the originator. Without Jordan, there's no Kobe, no T-Mac, no LeBron, no nothing. They all got it from that guy. So for that alone, you gotta, and people will also say Dr. J got, Dr. J before Jordan, because Jordan got his stuff from Dr. J. That's a conversation for another time. But without Jordan, there's none of these other dudes. You know what I'm saying? So you have to put respect where respect is due. But there's definitely arguments to back up, when you guys try to say the best of all time. There's so many different meanings behind that, bro. It really is. And as you let time go more and more, that changes, because now LeBron's the all-time leading scorer, bro. So you have to account that now. You want to say Jordan scored, George the most scored, this and that, but yeah, LeBron scored the most points and he's not a scorer. That's crazy. Magic Johnson being a scorer, like that's crazy. You don't see a pass first person has the most points. A pass first superstar, which is why I like to do. You pass to the open teammate, you make the right play. It's not I'm a pump fake 5 times and still shoot the shot over 2 guys because I practice more. Well, yeah, I mean, I get it. If I practice more than that guy who's open, well, fuck you. I practice, I put it in the time. But at the same time, you gotta trust your teammates. It's a team sport. So I never liked when Kobe would pump fake 4 times and still shoot the ball. That to me was black. That was wild as shit. What? And everybody like, that's Kobe, man. That's Kobe. Like, what? No, that's ball hog. That's selfish. RP. Just saying, on the court, though, that's not how you play. Pump fake, and still shoot it? Nah, bro. If you did that coming up, AAU, college, high school, your ass gets benched for that shit. Hey, man, Penny Hardaway was one of the truest basketball players ever, too. His career got short, of course, with the injuries, which always happens. Sucks, bro. Yeah, if you compare him to Ja and D Rose, that's true. And that's because of the evolution of the game. Penny was a great guard at this point. James is saying great guard as a youngster and everything. But if you compared him to D Rose or Ja Morant, it don't really add up. And if you ask some kids now, they would say Penny to him. It wouldn't really add up. But Penny's game was spectacular. He had athleticism and smoothness and creativity to his game. You know what I'm saying? Injuries cut his career short, but the dude was magic on the court, bro. Like, not Magic Johnson, but magical on the court. You're right. That's a great point, though. Penny, great in all his splendor, but if you line him up against the eye test against D Rose or Morant, it looks crazy. Especially D Rose, because he's more proven and got an MVP. Penny never reached that point. Had he not gotten injured, I'm sure he would have got one. But yeah, that's a great point right there, man. Hey, man, kill for Kobe Games. Go Games? Is that Games? Games? Not sure if I remember. Did you change the name, bro? I appreciate you coming back. What channel? Where you watching me at? Are you watching me on Gaming with Bossco? Are you watching me on Bobby Thrift or Bossco 2.0? Because I'm streaming on all 3 channels. I haven't been on my gaming channel in a long time, but I used to stream some gameplay with some plate people, and I did do a lot of 2K stuff on there. But big shout out to you for coming through, bro. I appreciate that. Let me know where you're watching from and how else I might remember you. You know what I mean? You know, you got many channels out here in the archives. Some of them things, you know, I gotta have a way where I can, you know, because I feel like I can talk how I want to with my Bobby Thrift and Bossco 2.0 channel, which I'm doing now. But I feel like there's topics that you guys might not be into, and I don't want to talk about the topic sometime and then it affects the viewership and shit. So Bossco Gaming, I'm gonna be going live streaming for gaming, but I also will be live streaming just talking my shit there too. Now with StreamYard, I can do multiple platforms, so whatever. But like, I don't know how many people like URL. The URL battle rap. Battle rap is an important thing to me, and I don't have an outlet for it because nobody I really know really watches it like that. So I got to make some YouTube videos to reach my audience for that. But I don't want to risk that on my sneaker channel, on my retail arbitrage channel. I need somewhere else to find my hip hop and my not R&B, but my hip hop and my battle rap fans. That's not sneakerheads or into reselling shit. You know, at one point YouTube you could have a diverse 7-8 topic type channel, but now maybe 2 or 3 topics, bro. Bobby 2K23, what it do? I kind of gave up on 2K23. I feel like it's too late into the season to get into it because all this talk about 2K24 is right around the corner. You know, I plan to not play 2K24 on my PS4, so hopefully I'm able to make that happen and upgrade my system because I do have a squad that I play with on 2K. And we wreck shop when we play together. I'm the point guard that likes to get the assists and lock up on defense, get my points here and there, and my boys are shooters, and we be running it up, you know. But they all upgraded to the PS5. I got more obligations to do other things. I feel like the PS5 would be a distraction. Now that we're kind of moving in a different direction, in a sense, I think that it would be good timing now. And if I can link up with my people on 24 and start over scratch with them, that's what I'm gonna do. But I got this Call of Duty, man. This is a beacon. I need people to run with in Call of Duty, but I need people to run with in Grand Theft Auto. Also, if you have GTA 5, I need people to do missions with, bro. I need to grab some. I need more money. I only got like 2 million. I need more than that. That's not enough in GTA money. In GTA money, that's not enough. 2 million ain't enough. Not for the carnage and hectic that I call sometimes, you know? Bobby got that dimes. Jesse T, what's going on with you, my dude? How you doing this evening? Thanks for sliding through for however long you're being here for. You're gonna chill out. I appreciate it. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Chilling here on I'm about to say Sunday night. What is it? Wednesday evening, later on in the evening, just talking about a few things, talking about the sneaker game being upside down, the stuff that you can find at spots at Ross and Burlington is just crazy right now. Jordan retros are popping up all over the place. So if you have that in your area, Jesse T, if you're into that stuff, I advise you go check your Ross, Burlington, Marshalls, maybe even your Nordstrom Rack, your TJ Maxx, all kinds of stuff going on right now in these stores that you can grab. And that's either for the personal or for reselling if you're into that too. Whatever the case is, those are definitely spots to check out, bro. But I shout out to you guys for coming through here for however long you've been, and like even if you know haven't been here in a while, coming back through to say what's up. I appreciate that, bro. You know. Oh yeah. My bad. I seen Bobby got the D, and I seen and dime. So I was like, wait, what? Nah, all day, dimes all day. I got you. We on the same page, bro. Yeah, Magic. Hey, I didn't see that right. I just seen that right now. Yeah, he might have had. He might have had some of the best teammates ever. Very true. Very true. He had some a lot of his teammates are in the top 75. That's a fact. That's a fact with Magic. Jordan don't have that. He got like what two of his teammates or 3 of his teammates might be in the top. Is Steve Kerr in the top 75? Is Kukoc in the top 75? I wouldn't be so mad if he was, but I don't think he is. Kerr probably shouldn't be, but I think he is. Jordan and Pippen and Robin, of course. Is Kerr okay? Kerr's not in the top. Okay, cool. I want to say Kerr better not be in the top 75. He better not suck himself in that top 75 because he's a coach, championship coach and shit. Yeah, no problem, Jesse. Right here. People who've been here the whole time probably tired of me showing this shoe, but right here in the flesh, Jordan to UNC. I put it in the bag just to keep it protected. $54. No more. I'm not pulling it out. No more. But yeah, nah, man, definitely check out those stores because there's a lot of good things to be found in there too as well, bro. No. Robin wasn't in the top 75 for sure because I remember seeing some memes about Rodman and LeBron talking when they were introducing other players. Like when there was like some memes going around or clips of players talking with certain players during the introduction of other players during the top 75 and who kind of got along and who didn't. And there was clips of LeBron talking to Jordan, then LeBron talking to Dennis Rodman, Dennis Rodman talking to a couple of people too. So Dennis Rodman definitely is in the top 75. But yeah, so Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, I think the only three from the Bulls that made top 75, unless Kerr got in there, which I don't think he did, or Kukoc, which I don't think he did. Kukoc is in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think he's in the top 75. I don't think he is. But yeah, what Pippen said about Jordan, it's crazy because it comes off right now as salty. It comes off right now as like jealousy and stuff. But maybe Pippen felt this way for a long time and just never really felt comfortable enough to say it. At some point you want to keep you want to hold your tongue. You want to keep your thoughts to yourself. You want to just take the higher road. But I guess the last dance was Pippen's last straw. The last dance was the straw that brought the camel's back in Pippen's eyes because Pippen apparently felt like that movie or that documentary kind of showed him in a bad light because Jordan was trying to say, Pippen was selfish about holding out on his contract and because Jordan did say being selfish, but Pippen was in a fucked up contract situation, and when he finally realized that, he tried to do something about it, and that's when Jordan called him selfish for it. So I get that, and then for them to put that out there for the masses to see, and I could feel Pippen being tired of it, and he wanted to say what he wanted to say for the longest. And this is the facts about it, right? I can say this about Kobe too, in all respect though. Respect though, they made shots and they're as great as they are, but some of the shit they did was not cool. Like I just said it 2 seconds ago. I don't like when Kobe was pump faking 4 times and still shooting the ball. And yes, his ideology might be I put more work in than the person I would pass it to. So I'm gonna take this shot because I have more confidence in me taking this shot than the guy who's not putting in work. I get it, but that guy's a professional too. And give him the opportunity to be a professional. That's why I like LeBron. Oh, you're open? They're double teaming, triple teaming, quadruple teaming me. I'm gonna give it to you because you're wide open. Mike Miller, I'm gonna give it to you open because you're open. Whoever else he's passed the ball to that was open and you're a professional, you're supposed to hit the shot. But because LeBron passes it to a player, an NBA professional player that put years in the league or put years to get into the league, a shot give them an opportunity to be that star, and they missed the shot. Now I'm the fuck up and I'm the unclutched person because this guy didn't make the shot. Oh, I should have been the person to say, fuck it, I'm gonna shoot this regardless. And of course, Kobe and Jordan would shoot it regardless and make the shot. So it's like, well, shit, they made the shot. Yeah, you should do it too. But what if you don't make the shot? Because the shots not always shots. I mean, Jordan and Kobe didn't make every game-winning shot like people want to try to make it seem like they have. They make it seem like Kobe and Jordan made every last shot. But Jordan has a quote talking about how he failed over thousands of times to be great for the times he made the shots. So it's like you don't make every last shot. You definitely don't. So if I'm here, I'm playing percentages. I'm a basketball computer. LeBron is. Oh, this guy's 79% from here. Let me give it to him. He's wide open. And then he just happens to be on that other side of the 79% and misses the shot that time. It's not my fault. That's what I'm saying. You gotta trust your teammates. That's why I like LeBron's game. It's a selfless star. I'm the man. This shit runs by me. I orchestrate all this shit, but we can all shine. What's wrong with that? As opposed to it's me, it's my team. Nope, Kobe, Shaq. Nope, it's my team. It's your team. It's my team. I'm the man. As opposed to being together, they could have probably won 6 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row. But because they want to be so individuals, they had to split up, and that's what happened. Sucks. Kobe and Shaq's career could have been even better, more dominant in the LA era if they could have just worked it out and not been so selfish. They both split up and got 1 and 2 rings afterwards, which is great for them, but not as dominant as it was when they were together. Like that's stupid as fuck. I'm going back to back, winning rings, dominating the league every year, but I just gotta get it and do it myself. It's about, huh? If it ain't broke, don't fix it type thing. I thought that was the case, but it is what it is, bro. Everybody handle their situations, how they handle their situations. But that's all I'm saying. If Shaq and Kobe stay together for some more years, who's to say they didn't win more rings? If Jordan never retired, who's to say they didn't go 4 in a row? Or what? They went 6. Who's to say they didn't win 7 in a row? Who's to say? Jordan had to leave for other reasons, but Kobe and Shaq was a pure ego, I'm the man thing. LeBron and Wade didn't have that. Only reason why they didn't win the ring is because LeBron did have a mental breakdown or a meltdown in one of them, and then the other finals, Wade was hurt. They went 4 years in a row to the finals, though. 4 years in a row, being coexistent. Lakers went 4 years in a row, but they went with the added of Karl Malone and Gary Payton, and we saw how that turned out. Because they still couldn't be the team, though. They still couldn't fully mesh to gel together. So when they got against a team that could mesh and gel together and was really a team, they got blown the fuck out the water by the Pistons. And I was loving it at the time, too. It's like, oh, wow, this is dope. Kobe, Shaq, Karl Malone, and Gary Payton, get out of here. It was dope to see that. It really was. It really was. It was a team beating individuals. We're in a team sport. Right? I mean, we're not in a it's not tennis, it's basketball. 5-on-5. It's not hoop it up. It's not 3-on-3. It's 5-on-5. Kawhi and Paul this year, man, as a Clipper supporter fan, man, it was a great regular season, but it just they always do the Clipper thing at the end of the day. They always do. They could say there's a hex or curse on the team, whatever it is. It happens every time. It's just like my Dallas Cowboys. They always get in their own way or something always happens, man. Kawhi and Paul George can be great together. They have a solid team of role players who know their role. They're great for the regular season. Excuse me. It's just when it gets to the end of the season, now I got hiccups. When it gets to that end of the season, it just never adds up. On paper, it looks great. But it's man, they're gonna be in crypto another year. That means another year of the same old bullshit. So this season coming up, it's gonna look good during the regular season, but I don't see much happening after that. Some freak accident or something's gonna happen to where they get in their way. Hopefully things could change if they get when they get to Inglewood. That would be dope. You know, for the time being though, I mean, even however it sounds, they do own the Lakers. It's still it's still a Laker town out here. You'll have more Laker fans than Clipper fans. But if we're going by games versus the teams, isn't the Clippers like 10-0 in the last 10 meetings versus the Lakers? And that sucks as a LeBron supporter. But as a Clipper-Laker rivalry, like Lakers can't beat the Clippers for shit. Why? I don't get it either. It's so confusing with me because I'm more of a Clipper supporter, but I support LeBron, so I want LeBron and them to win. And when they come against playing each other, I want LeBron to win because lately they've been needing those wins more in the regular season than the Clippers been, because the Clippers have always been, it seems like, in a better position in the regular season, and Lakers are on the way up trying to do something. So every time they meet, I always want the Lakers to beat the Clippers so LeBron can get that up in the standings and plus win over Kawhi, because everybody wants to try and say Kawhi's better than LeBron, but Kawhi can't stay healthy. So that ship is sailed. But when Kawhi went to Toronto, won the ring. They wanted to say he was better than LeBron then. They wanted to start bringing up the clips of when the Spurs played the Heat and LeBron shooting free throws at the free throw line, and the buzzer goes off for somebody to sub. LeBron looks to the back and sees that Kawhi is being subbed in the game, and LeBron's like, "Fuck!" Like he's mad because Kawhi's giving LeBron problems in that series. So they want to go, oh, he's afraid of Kawhi, and look at Kawhi's strength over LeBron. But no. At the end of the day, no. Don't play more games than the boy. Don't have more stats than the boy. Don't have more rings than the guy. Like all that. Wait. Damn, don't get me started with my boys. Tried falling short. We need a field general, high IQ QB. Let's go Cowboys. Oh yeah, we don't get started on the Cowboys either because I rock with them. I watch them if they on. I done gave up on them as far as like like fully want to see every game, tune in and see if we win this game because them motherfuckers, man, they'll have you stressed out. They'll have you mad. It's so crazy watching the Cowboys because you can watch a Cowboy game early Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, see them see them make a bunch of elementary mistakes, lose the game. You watch that Sunday night game with two other teams, and these guys are playing like real professional dogs, and the quarterback is doing this, and the running back is doing that. It's just like we got America's team with these supposed to be. Why we don't add up to this? Like why we don't do these type of things? I got tired of saying that to myself. I got tired of seeing that. Elliott's supposed to be the dog, but then when I watch him play, he don't do nothing. Dak supposed to be the dog, but then when I watch him, he don't do nothing. He turns over the ball. Like it's like what it's not adding up for me. So I like the Cowboys because I liked them ever since I was young. But like as far as putting like chips with them and like, oh, let's go right out, go watch the Cowboy game together. No, because we're gonna lose. So like I'd rather watch it at home and they won. Oh, cool, they won, cool. I don't talk no shit when it comes like we're gonna beat y'all because I know Cowboys fuck theyself. They might do good, well, this and that, but they always mess up themselves, bro. Somehow, some way, they get in their own way. I'm just glad we got the rings in when it really counted because football now is more watered down. We got the rings when they really mattered back in the 80s and 90s to the 90s and stuff like that. That's when football was really that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like they've done so many different adjustments to the game, hitting and all this stuff, which is good. You want people to be healthy and safe. But the football back then was much more, you earned it more. It was much more of a grind. I never played football a day in my life professionally, college or high school, but I'm just saying from the outside looking in, it was more real deal Holyfield when Emmitt Smith and them boys was running the rings. That's all I'm saying. When Joe Montana and them was doing it, it was hard. Joe Montana, Cowboys did it right after that, right around. You know what I mean? When they was doing that's when it was something. All these guys after that, it's like, yeah, powder puff girls type stuff. Not that, but it's that. You know what I mean? There's no real respect there. Cowboys, I've one of the last the Mohicans to get them real rings, bro. Steelers, Niners, even though I don't really like the Niners, Steelers. No, those are the guys who get got them real rings, 5 and more. So if y'all teams ain't that, then y'all can't say nothing about the Cowboys, man. If y'all ain't 5 or better, I don't want to hear it, bro. You're not 5 or better, you can't talk in football terms. You know what I mean? Not many teams got 5 of them. People just now catching up to our 5. 49ers, Steelers, just catching up to the 5. You know what I mean? Can't mess with the boys. The only thing still good about the boys is Jerry Jones, but even he be iffy. It's because he's still around from back then. That's why he's still good. Everybody else is new. You know what I mean? Our most fantastic quarterback that didn't get nothing done was Romo, but he's on Channel 2 now. Besides Aikman. The most fantastic quarterback for me was Romo, but he's on the sidelines watching, commentating on the game with excellent commentary. Had the stats to go to say he was a crazy quarterback, just didn't have it at the end. I feel you on that 1,000%. I feel you on that 1,000%. but they're one of the realest franchises. Us, them, and the Steelers, bro. Patriots, man, they got the rings too, but like they got too much controversy with their rings, bro. So I don't respect it. You never heard nobody say the Cowboys was recording practices. You never heard nobody say the Cowboys was deflating balls to play the game. You never heard none of that stuff about the Cowboys championships or Joe Montana's championships. You know what I'm saying? You didn't hear that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Let me know what scandal you heard with the Niners. I mean, with the Cowboys championships. You know what I mean? We might have some people who had some domestic violence, did some coke, been in and out the jail. You know, we got them wild Cowboys though. You know, it was a time then, man. Michael Irvin talk on us on them comment on the sports things. He'll get you hyped up to go play a game right now. Like what, man? Give me my whatever sport you playing. Give me my shoes and my shorts, man. I'm about to go drop 30 right now. Go out there and score 2 points. Michael Irvin's passion and voice, I can imagine playing with him for the Cowboys. Like that's probably one of the reasons why they won. Neither here nor there. He's talking about a bunch of stuff. Hopefully the Clippers can get it together. It remains to be seen. We still got time to figure out what's up. Still more free agency moves to be made. Who knows what trades are going to happen. Hopefully we can get a James Harden jersey and this Clipper jersey next season. Will he come sign and play? Who are they going to give up though? Kawhi or Paul? Give up Kawhi. Give up Kawhi. Give up Kawhi Leonard. Give up Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, you're right. The Cowboys haven't won since the 90s, but that's when NFL was real. As I just said earlier, that's the realest era of football, of the NFL, was the 90s. The realest football play was in the 90s, maybe early 2000s with the NFL Madden Los Angeles or St. Louis Rams. That was crazy. That offense was bananas. But the Cowboys played during the real NFL era, you know? Like how they said the 90s was like the basketball era. The 90s also was the football era with a lot of solid teams and great players. Hall of Fame legends. You know, that's why I respect the Cowboys championship so much more. They got multiple of them in the realest time to get them. Now it's so much stuff going behind these games. You don't know what's real and what's not. You know, so many things that look so fake about these games and so scratching your head about these games and people winning the rings. It's not like it was back in the 90s. So, yeah, you're right. They haven't won since the 90s, but they won when it counted, bro. That's what I would say. They won when it counted. They won when it really, really counted, when it really meant something. You could crack a four. You could crack you could hit a quarterback and make them fumble, and it's not a penalty. You know what I mean? You could hit a receiver coming across the middle, and it's not going to send you back, give them an extra 15 yards. You know what I mean? Like all them little things that be costing these players the game and extra yards for something that was not called in the 90s when the Cowboys won the rings. It's what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. If you win it when it's easier, yeah, you win it, but it's easier. And the people who are the dogs who know about it will know that. The Hall of Famers of the NFL know these things. You know what I'm saying? They know these things. I feel like the evolution of the game of basketball is also why LeBron can play for so long. Not as physical. You can't touch people. The physicality of the game has diminished in the NBA. So LeBron and what he does, he can last longer. The three-pointer and the shooting aspect is more praised. So that's why he's taking more shots, less bang, wear, and tear. Don't be mad at him for going with the evolution of the game. It's just what it is. LeBron's game would not still be going on if the NBA stayed like it was the first 5 years he was in the league. If it stayed that era of basketball, he probably would have been out a couple years prior. But because it opened up so much less contact, so much ticky-tack fouls and shit, he's able to score 40 points at 39 because You can't touch him getting to the basket. If you touch him lightly, you're bouncing off of him because he's stronger. If you touch him good enough, he's getting free throws and he might get an and one. It's easier, but I like it because it's in favor. I'm rocking with LeBron. That's why he passing Kareem and all this stuff, because the evolution of the game. Yeah, man, this shit is deep, bro. It's deeper than rap. It's not just the surface level. So yeah, you're right, man. Sherrod Banks, you're right about that. They hadn't won shit since the 90s, but that was the realest era, in my opinion. So it counts more. All the Cowboys rings count more than all of Brady's rings with New England. There was no deflation gate. There was no spying on cameras gate. There was none of that. It was a clean win. Just a win. Go out, win a Super Bowl, win, you win a title. Ain't no trickery going on in these games. Let me know when I'm not like speaking, you know what I mean? The realest era of football in the NFL was the 90s, and they dominated during that time. I'll take the legacy of the team. They could suck during the sucky eras of the NFL. I don't care. It's the sucky era. It's like being the best in the smart class or the dumbest in the smart, or the, what is it? Being the dumbest in the smart class or the smartest in the dumb class. Which one would you rather be on? I mean, for the current players, that sucks. But a fan like myself who never played, who just watching, oh yeah, yeah. But of course, NFL players themselves probably wouldn't agree with that. They wouldn't say that this era is not as good as the 90s because they're in this era. I'm just going from the eye test and when I saw so much more realer football was played back in the 90s. The 2000s and 23s could never. Maybe the 2000s, but the 2010s and 20s could never. So I think that argument is kind of not the best argument when people say Cowboys haven't won since the 90s, because I feel like that's the best time to win was the 90s, because the shit now is just so finical. The Rams win the Super Bowl, man, I'm going to leave that alone. Shout out to the Rams. We're out here in LA. LA team, I'm glad they won the first year being into a new building. There's a whole bunch of stuff that lines up with them and it is what it is. We're not wearing tinfoil hats tonight at all. But yeah, Rams can have that. Shout out to the Rams. I'm glad they won. They're a team out here in LA. I'm glad they won the ring. You know what I mean? You don't even have the Washington Redskins no more. That team don't exist. That's a legendary team. And I understand the disrespect, so I'm sorry about that part. But that was just nobody even thought about that. For so many years, it was cool for that team to be there. Even though I don't like them because they're in the NFC East, but that was just a team of part of the NFL culture. They watered that down, you know? They call them the Commanders. It's just the whole thing is just watered down. So yeah, y'all got hide the rings now, bro. But the real time when to ring your rings, when it really meant something and it really meant you won a ring and you was going to Disneyland and it mattered, was the 90s, bro. And early 2000s. I think the last time it mattered when they asked you what you're doing next and they said you're going to Disneyland was when Eli Manning said it. That was like the last time it kind of mattered. Now, if they even do that commercial, it's like, oh, well, okay. Patrick Mahomes, what you doing? No, going to Disneyland. You don't even know. You don't even care about Disneyland. Like, you're too young to even really like. I mean, I don't know. It just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. I'm sorry. It just don't make sense to me. James Washington, Leon Lett, Nate Newton, Mario Bates, Charles Haney. The good old days. Yes. The good old days. The good old days. And to see even the boy Dion do what he did, like, that's ultimate respect to see the boy go from one to the rival and win them with both. That was like the time when it was almost like if there was ever a bridge gap between two rival teams, I think Dion kind of did it slightly when he went from Dallas from 49ers to Dallas. Like, you know, it was kind of like, oh, we kind of like brothers, kind of, but not really, even though, you know, it kind of, I don't know. Something about it was like, I wasn't really going too hard with my 49ers friends who were my friends who were 49ers fans. We didn't really go at it so much because Dion just left them and came to us, or I think that's how it went, right? You know, so it was like when we were playing Madden back then, That was sick when he was playing for when he first got to the Niners, or when he first got to the Cowboys from the Niners, doing the whole Dion and Madden shit like that. That whole era, sick, classic shit, classic stuff. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Madden game. Haven't played that in some years either. Yeah, steps we've been going in, man. Been active on Bobby Thrift a lot more because okay, things slow down. We all know there was a drought for a minute at these stores. At one point, Nike took their contracts away from Marshalls. I guess Ross too. Nike was not selling anything to them, unless there was a couple pieces of athletic stuff. But for the most part, Nike disappeared. When Nike disappeared, it kind of took away everything that meant like really good finds and stuff. So I fell back from it a little bit because of that point. It wasn't much to show. But now things are getting back to like it was before, and maybe even better than it was before. So with me being able to get a few ducks to row in my life, I've been able to get some time together to hit up these stores, and because there's so much stuff out there to find, whether it's for me or my members, or stuff I get for giveaways, or just stuff to show you guys what's out there. I got more videos coming, man. I got some videos already ready to be uploaded. I don't want to upload them all in one day because you guys probably don't have time to consume it all, but I got videos coming, man. More and more stuff to come. Been finding a lot of crazy stuff. So we're gonna keep that momentum going. Bossco 2.0, Bobby Thrift and Bossco Mitchell uploading all over there more. And more so late nights is probably be the time I go live on Gaming with Bossco when it comes to the gaming content. I might be able to get some gaming in during the daytime, just depending on what my schedule's like. But for the most part, that stuff will be at night, you know. And if you guys are willing to play some of those games too, that I'm, more than welcome, more than willing to get in with y'all, you know. But one thing for me personally, I try to and I want to is stay consistently. I get in here, go live stream for a few days in a row, a week in a row, and then fall off for like a week and a half or two in this case. And I want to go live every day if I could, or at least every other day. But I want to make sure I'm not repeating the same stuff. I want to make sure these can kind of be some type of entertaining or amusing or something. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't go back to back so much. But once I start, I want to go live all the time, and I don't have so many topics all the time to talk about. You know what I mean? So when you guys join in the stream and have questions or have topics to talk about that we can elaborate on, that helps. So I appreciate that too, man. Oh, I'm on the Cowboys bandwagon all day. I'm there. I've been there since the 90s. It ain't stopping. I just understand to not tune in all the time and get wrapped up in it. We got to win this weekend. Can we win? Come on, we got to win this game because that's going to be a disappointment. Every time you think they're going to win, they lose. Every time you need them to win, they're going to lose. When you just watching, it's like, oh, they won. Okay, they won. Let's go. I can never watch them with the anticipation of assuming they're going to win or needing them to win because I'll be disappointed. I get that. I know my team. Trey, giveaways are definitely open to overseas for sure. For sure. That's also why I asked when I asked in the comments to let me know where you guys are watching from, just so I know. And I know if I'm dealing with overseas or not. But giveaways can involve overseas too, as I've done them before. I've done my raffles, they've been overseas. Wherever my supporters are watching from, this is the way I give back, is by doing my giveaway. So all my subscribers, all the supporters are definitely welcome to join. You know what I mean? We at the last bit of the juice. So yeah, Trey, for sure, for real. I wish they changed the name back to Staples Center, bro. It just don't make no sense. Now I still don't call it crypto. I only call it crypto if it's somebody I'm talking to that's technical. Other than that, I don't. Damn, man, a skunk came outside right now. A skunk outside. I have my door open because it's hot, and a skunk is outside. Fuck, bro. Now I got the skunk smell all through my crib right now. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. It's like a motherfucker outside or something. Hold on one second.
Hey, yo, bro, who y'all think got the best handles, yo?
Man, Kyrie off tops.
Hold on, better than Jamal Crawford?
What? Easy.
That skunk smell is crazy. That shit is no joke. That shit is strong, bro. That shit is strong, bro. That shit is strong. I hope to never ever get sprayed by a skunk ever. My bad for that though. I had to go close that door because that shit was not cool. Big shout out to New Zealand, man. Shout out to New Zealand. Never been there. Heard a lot of good things about New Zealand though. Maybe at some point in the world in my lifetime. Shout out to New Zealand, man. Big shout out to you guys. Yeah, man. So if you guys have Rosses and Marshalls, Burlington's around, this is the time to hit up those stores. Check out and see what's there. If you can, if you got 15 minutes, go check out straight to the shoes, then go to men's athletic apparel. If you got time, then go through all the sections, every single fucking section, all of them. If you got time and you're doing that, go through all the sections. You never know what you could come across. There's a lot of sections I don't go through that I know like I've always wished there was a way to do a meter somehow with all this AI technology, like do some shit to where like you walk into a store and there's something that just pops up all the items and the potential profit. Like if you could just walk in and see that shit, like, oh, come on, way over here. This item here got $20 profit. This one here got $90 profit. This one here got $10 profit. I wish there was something like that that just maybe one of them digital VR things that they come where you can go into the real life, to the real world with it on. Maybe that'd be dope if they had that. Buy this item, you can sell it for $10 profit. That would be some dope shit. But that's super wishful thinking. I don't think that could ever really happen. Hey, I know. I thought it was some skunk weed too. I mean, it'd be a close. The skunk weed and the skunk do be kind of close. That's a good point, cool. That is a good point right there. That is a good point. Yeah, Eric. Yeah. Um, I have a couple of people that I know that are involved with some of the cook groups, and also people that are cool with the cook groups. Like they follow them on Instagram and they repost their shit. And some people have told me that they've been talking about that, about these locations, some of these hotspots. I don't know if they have it hooked up to where they know what the inventory is, but I would not be surprised because, like I was saying in some of the streams before, us as the resellers going to these stores, you know, certain locations, you're not just dealing with other resellers like that are coming in as customers, you're dealing with resellers that work at the store too. You got people there that work in the back processing shit and they hit people up to let people know what's in their stores. That's definitely still fully happening right now, bro. So it just depends on what locations you're going to, and I don't know who's doing it where. Just like we didn't know for the Foot Lockers really who was doing it where, because this stuff here is not. It is random. Yeah, it's kind of random. Unless you go to a store and see somebody talking to somebody and they bring something from the back, then you know that's a hookup like that. But if I'm in the back and I'll tell you, hey, we got these, we're putting them out on the shelves right now. Get here. Nobody knows that I did that. Nobody knows, so you can't really identify it. But I've heard that people are definitely telling people where to go and find stuff once they have it at their stores. And I can only attest to that too because I know how easy it is to do that from working at one of these spots. So it's kind of tricky, man. That shit's kind of tricky, bro. Lucky for me, I haven't seen nobody on my timeline say land found these at Ross. I haven't seen that yet, but I feel like it's only a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So shit, bro. I think People want to find the profits, and you still got to keep you got to still keep your product relevant. And if people and if the products is not at your normal stores, you have to move to where the products is at now. It is at the outlets and it is at these other discount stores. So why not get the information for that too? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, what's so weird about these stores is that they are so random. They drop stuff multiple times throughout the day, multiple times, like morning, noon, and night. So it's kind of a luck of the draw, unless it's about that first morning rush, that first morning push when you see people at the store before the store opens to get what's there and to move on to the next stores, which you do see some resellers doing that. I mean, I would think so. I would think so. I would think so. But if you do have a business based on giving out information, then you need to find information to still give out. That's the only thing I could think of. If you're paying $10, $20 to be part of some type of group that gives you information and exclusive information on where to find shit, and that stuff dries up or those things don't matter, you need to find other things. That's why a lot of these discords will have other items that are being out besides just shoes. It'll be, Funko Pops or Bear Bricks or Fig Pins or whatever other things that are popping and trendy for resale value. They tap into those markets too because of that same thing. So I hope it doesn't get too crazy or too out of hand. I don't see how it couldn't, but I'm not trying to encourage it. Like, how do these people still think like how is it not? I don't know. How could it not be circulating with everything on the Instagrams, on Twitters, people on TikTok? People are everywhere right now trying to show that they're finding these deals. And then you have the groups sharing the information inside too. So it's like it's crazy. That's why you got to get there early, got to get there often, and go to multiple stores. The more stores you go to, obviously, the better that you can go to, and the longer you can go to. Because some locations, believe it or not, are open till 11, 11:30, 12 o'clock, midnight even, which is crazy. But the best time to try to do that is during the summertime because at least it's still warm out, and you got more people out during this time, so it's not as like unsafe. You know what I mean? I mean, that's true. I mean, that could be it too. I mean, we got retrospective gear who has been finding a lot of that stuff. I personally haven't been finding it. For one, I haven't been looking for it. I only looked for it, I think maybe today, because of people posting stuff in my Discord. You know what I'm saying? As far as like that they are there, that the gloves are there. So I could have been to a couple locations and didn't go look there and missed out. But that could be it too. Maybe resellers are scooping those things up. There's a really low buy-in for really good resale value. You know what I mean? Them gloves are definitely good profits. Okay, yeah. And so because I've been thinking in my brain about getting into other products too besides just shoes, getting back into more products besides shoes. Those lip balms, man. Let's see how that goes. So the lip balms was definitely a roller coaster ride. I'm not gonna lie about it. They had a lot of potential and profit at the beginning. Then we ran into the problem of flooding. A lot more people started flooding them. So it was a little bit of both. I got them at a great price. Doing my research, I also then found out afterwards that they were flooded too. So I didn't find that out till after months of having them, realizing like, damn, this is a lot of motherfuckers. Like once I discovered Keepa for real, like there's a Keepa free version and then there's a paid version where you can see like offers and who's listing and how many products each people have and shit like that. That's when I really had an eye opener about those things. People would have like thousands in stock. I thought I was cool with my little 100, my little 75, however many I had. I thought I was doing something, but there were people there with thousands or 500s or 700s worth, amounts of them. So when you have that, you have the matter of the flooded situation. So shit just continues to drop down in price. So what would have been buying something for what 135, and I think the potential profit was like $5 to $6 at first on each one, went down to where I just had to fucking break even in a sense because knowing after doing more research and seeing how people who had higher numbers would drop their prices down and become lower than mine, it's that whole thing that I talked about when I have these shoes when I know a shoe retails for 200, but I got it for 35, and I want to make sure I get like at least 190 to 200, and I hold out for that price, knowing that I should have sold it much cheaper at like 40 to 50 to sell it quicker. So people with them thousands of inventory would do that while I'm still holding my price up there, and my shit never fucking sold. Well, they sold at first, but then they started to not sell because people who weren't getting the sales, I guess because I had the buy box at one point, they lowered their money, they lowered their price to where they got the buy box. And once you get locked in at the buy box and you have stuff to just keep replenishing, you stay the buy box and you stay there. So even if I lowered my price after that, which I didn't because I was still holding my price higher, they had that buy box locked in with that same amount of inventory. So if they have 1,000 units at that buy box, they're gonna sell out them 1,000 units before somebody finds mine, because mine is a listing you have to search for as opposed to being the featured listing when you go look for the lip balm. So I ended up selling them, but it took me fucking a long time. It took me like a year and a half, maybe something, because I had like, I'm gonna just say, I don't remember for sure, but I said like 75 to, I had a lot of them, 75 to 100 in like coconut flavor and in regular flavor. I had a lot of them. And the first couple weeks, a good amount of them sold. Then the sales started to slow up. I would adjust my price a little bit. Then it would slow up again. And then there was somebody who got their lip balm down to like $1.25 or some shit. And I bought mine for $135. So I wasn't trying to do that at all. So once I think after like 6 months to 9 months, that's when they start telling you want to either lower your price or we're gonna have to ship them back to you. So at one point they sent me back maybe, I want to say like 25 to 30. So I sold a lot of them, but I still got like 30 to 35 left, with a mix between the white and the original and the coconut flavor one. So I sold some, but some of them got held up because I didn't know how the whole buy box thing worked. And like I said, at one point I was such a stickler on sticking to my prices for my margins. That's what made me hold on to them. So they did cool at first, $5 to spend $1 to make $4 to make $5, but they slowly started to trickle down to where I had to break even. And then after breaking even, I got a bunch sent back to me, so I started to use them and give them away to like friends and family. So it was a mix. It was some good to it, and then it was like not so good to it. And that's what happens when it comes to items being flooded. That's why I took the second precaution when I deal with the shoes, and I show in my retail arbitrage videos about the amount listed, like how many are available, because an item being flooded matters, especially when you're dealing with an Amazon product, because you can have people out there who have thousands of that item, and you're just dealing with your little 20 to 50 to 75, and they got thousands of them. So once they get that buy box, baby, they there for a minute. You're gonna be waiting for a minute unless you want to lose money on your thing, So they were cool, but you don't see me going out. You never see me go back to grab more, just like you never see me go back to grab no noodles, because they move the prices up on the noodles, and the prices is not the same for selling them either. So because they're over fucking flooded. So yeah, that was a great thing at one point. Oh, this shit done. Yeah, that shit done. This shit hot as fuck. Couple little bombs dropping there every now and then, not too much cuss words. But yeah, so that's what happened with the lip balm. Pretty cool situation. Could have been a great situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, very small window. Plus, yeah, it's a small window plus the time of the year too. I'm not sure what time of the year it was, but I think I was selling it during that season when they were really using lip balm. But there's a part of the year when there's not that much. So with me trying to be a stickler and hold it to my same price that I was getting it off as the season got warmer, people fluctuating their prices to get rid of their product. I'm not. Amazon only lets you hold things for so long there before they send it back to you, and that's what that is. So yeah, I've had a lot of different examples, including something like that got me on the listing right away, trying to remember the list right away, and then also paying attention to the saturation of the product, Amazon is more of a season. Well, every platform is a seasonal thing, but Amazon really is a seasonal thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, because if it's not in season, people aren't really buying it, and it definitely shows. You have outliers who are still buying stuff every now and then too, but with things like Amazon and with anything really, you want to just really stay around the trends and what people are looking for and what they're going for. That's why when a person mentioned to me in the Discord about grabbing these Grant Hills, which I just want to show on camera again because they're just such a fire shoe. When he was speaking about buying these Grant Hills and buying like 20 or 30 pair, and he's expected to hold them till next year and get the full value for them. And that's a great way to look at it. But because I've had a bad taste in my mouth with doing that type of thing before with something smaller, I get too scared to try to do that now because I'm not trying to just sit on stuff for so long. You know what I mean? Amazon makes it easier because you kind of have it somewhere else, even though if it sits there too long, it comes back to you, but at least it's not right in your face for them 60 days or them 6 months or however long that window is. I'm drawing a blank right now. You know what I mean? I think it's 6 months or 90 days. 90 days. But that's so weird too. That 90-day thing is crazy. Like there's a policy of if your product is in the warehouse for 90 days, it'll be sent back to you. But there's been plenty of things that have been there longer than 90 days that hasn't happened to. So I guess it just depends on the type of product or what the product is or the type of product that it is. You know what I mean? All that stuff kind of factors in it too. On Bobby Thrift, I do have a membership just through YouTube, and that will be valuable if you're somebody trying to find out more in-depth insight on the retail arbitrage with Amazon. I'm doing that through my Bobby Thrift membership only because I can put out videos just for my members and put out videos early just for my members. So if you're interested in that, which some people have, I'm just saying it, go ahead and check that out. Nobody has to do it, but I have had people in the comment section of a couple of videos and a couple of people that I ran into in person asking me about doing information on Amazon stuff and that they would pay for it or whatever the case is. And YouTube has been telling me start your membership up on the Bobby Thrift channel. So that's an option. That's just an option. I have to put it out there. I have to say it. So I have to say it. You know what I mean? How much you pay for those heels? Those are fire. I got these for 29 bucks. No. My bad. No, because the Grant Hills are fluctuating from 29, 30, and 35. These ones were 34.99. So these ones were 35 bucks. There's some Grant Hills that are 30, and there's some that are 29 is 30, but they go from 30 to 20, 35, I think. Some places have them priced differently. And one thing I have to say too here too, as I'm a little buzzed, but just in general, I have to say it, even though I think it's obvious, and a lot of you guys might think it's obvious, but when I'm buying stuff out here in a world doing retail arbitrage, I am selling the stuff on my website, but I'm not selling it for the same price I got it for. Now, granted, I am selling it a lot cheaper on on my website, Bossco's Goodies. It's much cheaper, but it's not. It's like it's much cheaper than I'm posting it on Macari or StockX or Goat, wherever else I'm placing it. It will be more expensive there if you're getting it from me. My website will be posted for the lowest amount, but it will be for a profit because that's what I'm in here for. If I buy, and this is not for you, Steph, I'm just saying in general because I've had people in the comment section, or I've seen people in other comment section, like on what's the guy's name? Paul Cantu. I remember him having a video speaking on this a long ass time ago. And then there was this guy like a thrifter from like Texas, the Dallas thrifter. I remember him talking about it like months ago. I'm not selling this stuff on my website for the same price I got it for. That's not the point of what I'm doing. So just you guys just keep that in mind. I mean, I don't ever really try to hit anybody over the head at all. Like I said, I charge it much cheaper on my website, boscosgoodies.com. But yeah, I'm not selling the stuff for the same price I got it for, unless you're like a member of my retail arbitrage pickups, which is where I go out and buy the shoes. For example, I don't have any here. Well, I do. But if you don't know, I go to stores and pick up shoes for people and ship it off to them. I just sent off some UNC toes to one of my members. I got some Toros I just sent off, the Toro 6s. You know, the Jordan 3 lucky greens. Like I go and pick those up for people who are paid members too. So yeah, but just keep in mind if you're buying something from a website, it's not going to be for what you saw me get it for in the Bobby Thrift video. Just I have to say that because somebody out there has asked that before, and I just need to make sure I say that. I think it's kind of obvious, but I just want to make sure I say it. You feel me? Big shout out to all you guys here chilling out. I appreciate you guys being here too. We've been rocking for about 3 hours and 6 minutes. Like I said, man, we being consistent. I mean, the content's dropping, but as far as my live streams, I will be on that more. I did have some things pull me away a little bit, but I'm gonna force it. And the thing is, I need to get a date to make it every day of the week. I probably set one day of the week and say that will be the day I will be live no matter what, regardless that day too. But I'm gonna have more days because I'll be having the time and the energy sometimes, you know. Early in the morning, I might be up after doing some things. If I get up at like 6 and I'm done with some of my obligations and I'm free from like a couple hours in the morning, I want to go live then too. Like, you know, I don't want to be pigeonholed to like stuck in just one time going live, blah, 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 blah. You guys can come through if you have an opportunity to. I'll do a better job of letting you guys know ahead of time, like I did today, maybe like 3 hours ahead of time, let you guys know I was streaming tonight. I'll try to do a better job at that too as well. What size are you finding at the boat? Finding boat? No. I'm finding good sizes. The Grant Hills, I put them up on my site. They're a 9.5 and a size 10. I did find a 7.5, but I left that. I probably should have grabbed that. I've been finding pretty good sizes, and the thing that I've been coming across, like the Jordan 2 low UNC the Chicago's, these were size 9. It's a women's shoe, but these were size 9. The Jordan 7, that retro was a size 6.5 wide. So that's a great school. But like the New Balances or no, the Ultra Boosts, I've been finding those I've been finding good sizes. They have been having I've been seeing people find the Jordan 1 True Blue or whatever that was called. I seen more people find that in bigger sizes like 16, 17, you know. But there have been some of the good finds in normal, regular, good sizes. You know what I'm saying? So that's the good thing about it too. It's not only big boat sizes that we're finding these shoes. We're finding these shoes in sizes that matter in a sense that people like really go for. Not that size 16 and up don't matter, but those are not as common as the other sizes. So, you know, that's just why. That's just why. You know what I mean? Too much, bro. Never too much. Never too much. But there's a lot at the same time. And shout out to you for watching on Bobby Thrift, Bossco, Mitchell, or Gaming with Bossco. You know what I mean? Fat Boy Kicks, what's good with you? Welcome to the stream. How you doing this evening? Hopefully you've been able to find some good things out there at your local stores, your Rosses or Marshalls, Burlington, TJ Maxx. I need to hit up Nordstrom's Rack to see what's up there because I know they've been getting into the game too a little bit, but they are a little bit more priced than some of the other stores. I would love to see if their prices have changed because everybody else's prices have changed too. But the last that I saw, they were charging $75 for Kyrie's, and that's still cheap and that's still a good price, but it's not as good as 59, 49, 41, 39. It's not good as that. You know what I mean? Bread toes. Bread toes is so much going on, man. I think the bread toes would be something that you should be able to cop. I know it is a classic colorway, but people ain't really going crazy for the ones like that, or just Jordan ones in general. Ones, high, lows, mediums. You know, it is a dope shoe for the personal, so that's all that matters. If you like it for personal, then you in the game. If you was buying them for resale, not so much. Personal cops, you all good, man. Not a bad situation to add to your collection. You know what I mean? We got to see how this all pans out the next few days. The MBO 3, haven't seen that in person yet. Want to see the Zion 3 to see what that's talking about. Luka 2 is definitely a good shoe. Definitely. Nordstrom Rack's dry. Okay, good to know. They just opened up a Nordstrom Rack not too far from me. Was curious to see what they might have, but yeah, no, man. I showed this Grant Hill colorway because this shit to me is ridiculous. Like a 10 out of 10, bro. If I found a 13, I would be hesitant because I feel like a 13 would just look weird. But can we get the example? Let me see. Yeah, can you guys can see it, like the suede is like it's like soft suede. It's this shit is dope. This Grant Hill right here is dope. That's not the Lobos talking or nothing. This shit right here is ridiculous, bro. This shit right here is crazy. I'm like, why did these never come out back in the day? That orange is just hitting right there. That shit is just something different, bro. Like for real. If I get closer, it is dope. And then, of course, if you didn't see this one because you just joined, we got the Black Grant Hill 2. Don't hit the same, but it does hit the same because it's like a stealth colorway. It's so dark in here we can't even really see everything right now, but you guys get the drift. Grant Hill's let me see. Grant Hill's taking over Burlington right now. Get out there if you have an opportunity to. Anyway, bro. The backstroke. What I do? David, what's good with you, bro? Better late than never. I appreciate you sliding through. We've been going for about 3 hours and 10 minutes talking about sneakers and the resale game and just the retail arbitrage aspect. That's kind of where we landed a lot. We talked about a good amount of things here, though. Hopefully, like I said, Bronny gets back to where he's supposed to. We really focused on a lot of things when coming to Ross, Burlington, and TJ Maxx because that's kind of where the sneakers are right now. The outlets are still always on fire. The retail shops, not so much. I'm trying to go there and show you guys some stuff, but it's few far in between. If I find something in a new colorway or a new shoe, perhaps, then I'll show y'all. But the retail shops are kind of looking the same. It's just really about finding the deals at the retail shops, returns at the retail shops, meaning like Foot Locker, Champs. JD's is still coming up with some newer shit every now and then, newer shoes or colorways we haven't seen yet. But all the shelves are having markdowns on them, which is good. That's also another thing to search for because we do that's what's like I do both. I'm here for the collector and the reseller because that's what I do. So it's a good thing. It's like dead. If I'm just doing it from the Bobby or from the Bossco Mitchell aspect, the stores and malls suck. Oh man, it's nothing there. But then I also have the retail arbitrage aspect where I still see value in all the shoes being there, the same shoes, and them being on sale because some places are priced lower than others, and you can just make things happen for you. You know what I mean? Whether it's for myself or people who are members of my channel, like for the retail pickups, or just people who are in the Discord and need to know where to find stuff. You know what I mean? We all help each other out. One hand washes the other, and then they both wash the face. You know what I'm saying? I help you, you help me, we help each other. Oh yeah, the booty backstroke. Okay, I got you. I got you, Stephs. Yeah, the sway on that, the backstroke on that Grant Hill is something else. If you happen to see them in any one of the Burlingtons, just scoop them up. You'll see them before you get to them. You'll see them. They stick out. That orange pops. That blue and orange just stands out from all the other shoes. I don't know if all Burlingtons are like this, but a lot of Burlingtons have just been overflow with the shoes. The shoes are on top of shoes. You kind of gotta. I've been mentioning in my videos when I'm at Burlington, I can't like go through an aisle and like peripheral look at the shoes like I could at one point. One point I could kind of like look straight and see what's on both of my sides and like look a little bit here and there. But now I kind of just gotta focus on one side and then focus on the other side because there's so many shoes on top of shoes, tucked under shoes. People might be trying to hide shoes. You never know. Like I found some Ultra Boosts like that one time, really dissecting. Oh, Ultra Boost, $25. Triple black. Let's run that. A few shoes I found like having to really pay attention and look through. You got to pay attention to the toe box, the heel. You got to know your shoes because people move shoes all around. And if you just skimming through, you might skip right over some shit. You got to know kind of, what's in the gist of what you're looking for. You know what I mean? You guys all know that stuff. I'm not telling you nothing you don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it for the people who might be newer to it and who don't quite know. You know what I mean? Real talk. I appreciate all your guys. Man, we've been here rocking for 3 hours ever since about 9 o'clock. A little bit before 9, actually. I started maybe like 10 minutes before, 10, 15 minutes early. Just because I was already ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm finding the Hills at Burlington for sure. Yeah, I found the Grant Hills at Ross maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago. The only colorway that I was finding there though was the all white with the red trim. Was able to get rid of those, but I found those. Those are the only ones going around. But now Burlington, they getting every color. They're not getting the first the first two colorways I saw before, but they're getting all the other colorways, all kind of crazy, wild colorways, bro. In like all sizes too. Like it's not just bigger sizes or just smaller sizes. It's definitely a mix. So there's hope for you if you're looking for them for the personal or for reselling. There's still stuff out there. They're only $25 to $30, bro. 25 to 35 bucks. You can't go wrong with that. When you have potential retail profit or resale profit at like, I mean not profit, but resale market like 90 to 130, depending on who the buyer is. Haven't seen nothing sell for 140 or 130, 140 or 150, but I've seen one sell for 130. I've seen one sell as low as like 80 to 90 bucks. So there's definitely some margin on there. Even if you lowball the shit, you still can get 20 to 40 bucks off of what you put into it, which I'm all for. If it's at least 40 bucks, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with a lot of things besides that too. 20 is cool sometime, but $40 for one or two products and trying to keep that $40 price point is cool. It's definitely cool. You know what I mean? Everybody got different strategies that work for them. It's about finding out what works for you the most. you know. Do have more content coming up the next few days, so stay tuned for those. Watch the videos all the way to the end. There will be giveaways, more giveaways coming on Bobby Thrift and Bossco Mitchell. Not every single video will be a giveaway, but most videos will, or a lot of videos will. So you got to just pay attention to all the videos like you normally do. And if you watch all the way to the end, you might get get a benefit of being a part of the giveaway. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how we doing it. I'm trying to hit some people. I'm gonna hit these guys up again tonight and the next couple nights because I want to get these things out by the weekend for sure. But we got the two Michael Jordan Funko Pops. We have two winners for the first giveaway. The second video was those Mitchell and Ness Miami Heat shorts, and then the third was two winners for a selection of items. So all the giveaway winners, if I reached out to you, which I have by now, I need you guys to respond to that comment and get at me so I can get you guys your products, bro. I don't want to have to re-give them away. I don't want to have to do that. I want to give you guys enough time to claim your items because you guys are all real true supporters of the channel, which I do appreciate. But I want to make sure I get these things out of here. You know what I mean? So just pay attention. If you guys do enter in the raffle, pay attention to me responding to you in the comments. And if I do hit you up, leave your Instagram and all that other stuff. However, best way for me to find you, which more than likely would be Instagram because that's what we're rocking on. Unless you're part of my Discord, join my Discord and hit me up right there. We can get it going there. If you're part of the Discord, Energy 810 link is always in the description. Plus, BoscosGoodies.com. You definitely have to check that out. Oh, he did. All right, I gotta look it up. That must have been the homie, the guy who spoke earlier. I gotta look up through the chat then. Shit. Damn, I gotta go all the way through the chat to find out. Shit. I'm gonna hit him up again in the comments. I didn't get it. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. It was Nate 24 Nate something. That's his name. Let me see. Grizzle Grind. So no. Big shout out to everybody here, man. I'm just looking through my chat really quick to see if I can see it. Damn it. Because when I end the stream, I can't see this chat. So I have to. Oh man. I feel like somebody might have mentioned it right now in the chat, but I'm looking through the Discord right now. Where's his name? There we go. I got it right now. Banging A World. There we go. You're looking out, cool. Because I was waiting for him to meet up. He the one with the Funko. I got to send him the Funko. Let me take a picture of this real quick. There we go. And anybody else watching this who's wanting to give away, and I hit you up if I haven't gotten your IG, make sure you hit me back so I can get that, and then we can make it happen because I want to get all this stuff out this week. You know what I mean? Get out this week and continue on going because I have a bag full of stuff that I'm selecting. Plus, like I said, Koo has some items he's donating here too. I want to just make sure you guys know that I do appreciate helping me reach 30K. On my main channel, we're trying to get to the next milestone, 50K, 40K, 35K. Just continue to subscribe, share the video, tell your friend and tell a friend. If you want to support extra, you can check out bosscosgoodies.com. A lot of good stuff there for you as well. We've been rocking for almost 3.5 hours, and we can do this every time, bro. If you guys just pop up and show up and chill out, we can do this even more, man. Shout out to everybody who came through. Been going on for a minute. I'm about to get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next video and live stream. Deuces. We got a video coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned on all the channels. Bossco Mitchell and Bossco 2.0 for sure. And we're working on the channel for Bossco 2.0. Stay tuned for that.